2 summers ago, in a rundown cabin, a group of campers were put together. Soon after, they were joined by a latecomer. They found their way into magical weapons to save the lives of their fellow campers from werewolves, devils, and beasts. They cut their teeth on steaks, green juices, cortados, and non-meat protein from Halil and Chef. They made conspiracy boards, fake IDs, and White Claw kegs. They lost cabin mates. They fell in love with other people, and I hope with themselves too. They defeated monstrosities and preps in a battle of the bands. They ascended to be counselors in training, and they learned how hard they may have made it on their counselors in the past. They spoke to angels, devils, and even gods. Most recently, they went to hell and back to move the very land their camp rests on and freed a lord of hell to walk the plains. In a moment of chaos, everything is still, smells like wet dog, and an expanse of the future lies before them. A group of 4 campers from the Misfit Cabins pulled together countless peers and mentors to change the very world on which they walk. Welcome to the season finale of Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers. With me tonight, as always, are my effervescent campers of Yellow Cabin B. That being said, there is a camper missing. We are notably missing Buddy of God Dog. Allie is out sick this evening, so we're gonna send her all of our love and hope that we can do her justice in this moment. We have Corson as Azar Aldark, Katie as Lyndon Kennedy, Zan as Aoife Plane Shifter, and we are missing Allie as Buddy of God, Dog. Rather than doing a BuzzFeed quiz tonight, I'm going to ask the campers a question. What did your character want to be when they grew up, when they first got to Taletraeder? And what about now? Who wants to go first?
I can go first. So I think when Aoife first got to Taletraeder, I think she probably just had a vague idea of being like a defender sidekick. And I'm not really sure she had a career path. But now I think she would like to be an athletics coach for youth. The youths.
Oh my god. Non-competitive sports league.
Yes, although she's beginning to see the benefits of learning how to be competitive in healthy ways. Because sometimes you can't avoid it in the real world, you know?
Azar came to camp and wanted to be a counselor. She wanted to mentor youth and thought that Taletraeder was the whole world. And now her sights are a little bit bigger. So I think she'll proceed forward, using her music hopefully to inspire people and make change that matters.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm being serious. In my little intro survey thing, Lyndon did not want to be anything because she did not want time to move. And she had a lot of conflicting vectors of influence, and what has happened is she said nope to all of them. She is no longer a woman torn between the pressures of a family who wants great things and the pressures of herself who wants great things. And now she just knows that she will have great things. And but it takes work to get there. And so she is not going to stop putting in the fucking work. When she wanted to come here, she was like, do I want to become like whatever the Olympics equivalent of an athlete is? Maybe. Do I want to just like not leave here? Maybe. Like, do I want to just say like, fuck you, parents? Like, yeah. But, you know, Lyndon has connected a little bit with her family. A little bit more, which is, you know, a start. And I think, you know, on the spot, she, and not, you know, uncursed soul talking, I think she just wants to, she wants to travel, and she wants to set up a, CrossFit for adventurers, new form of fitness out here. The next big thing.
Oh my
it's
goodness.
coming.
Sounds like
It's
Aoife
coming.
and Lyndon are gonna open
I was like,
some
I see a
sort
potential
of community
collab
center
in the works.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, you all hit the ground yet again from plane shifting. This time though the ground is softer. It is a little wet. It's a little dewy. You are immediately surrounded by the scent of wet dog. And you see Buddy of God, comma dog, with an imprinted paw in his fur on his chest. Look around, offer nuzzles, cuddles, and perhaps a facial lick. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth. And you see Buddy truly comfortable. I think for the first time ever, Buddy is in a body he has been in most of his life and has returned to it. He runs off to find his family, but not before showing you all a door. A large dog walks before you all to a big mahogany door with a gold embossed paw print on it.
I give him a bunch of ear scratches, just like right behind there. Just get into it. And maybe a little chunk of steak that I stole from my
Oh my god.
He spits it out.
I
You
was
know
gonna
he
say
wants
I'm
granola.
gonna toss a granola
Yeah,
cluster.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Hey, I thought dogs liked meat. I don't
you guys
know.
see two other dogs, both smaller than Buddy, coming up to about half of his height, come bounding up and nuzzle up to him. You see they have grayed snouts and grayed ears. As you see them all rustle off and play. Everybody make me a religion check.
Interesting. I hate whiskey.
Nat
Why am I
20.
drinking this? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Yes.
That's what I forgot to do is open my character sheet.
I got a 6, so.
Incredible. Aoife, you're like, the dogs!
Oh, I got a 17.
Azar. In your head, you hear a voice, unfamiliar to you, a little gruff, going, he must stay, just for a bit.
He's not very good at that, I hear.
He needs to be trained.
Oh.
Thank you.
We'll miss him. I hope that maybe we could, maybe see him again or something.
You will. His reach will be great.
I burst into tears. I'm just absolutely
Fucking knew it.
Azar, you hear like kind of a pant, for lack of a better word. Will you will take care of him if I send him back?
After he's done staying?
Yes.
Of course.
He will be able to find you. He has spent a lot of time praying about the smells. The door will stay. He will stay. Eventually these things will leave.
I understand.
Good luck. You are easy to reach, Azar.
If it's not too much trouble, I was wondering if maybe you could detune Lyndon from the book. But no biggie if not. But okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Is that happening in your head or out loud?
In my head. For
As
sure.
she says that, as you the O is the first thing you all hear in all of your heads. You just hear, oh.
What?
I'm like playing fetch.
I
But like I'm the one running.
Ah!
While this is
do
happening.
not make texts. We are of more of an oral
tradition.
and
Yeah.
nasal tradition. But
You know, you can't fault a gal for trying.
you can drown it.
Well, we got kind of, fortunately removed from hell.
Right.
It's okay, I've got a, not an ace, but like a 10 up my sleeve.
Well, when Buddy is ready, he will be your ace.
Oh.
I'm stopping.
You see Buddy is like chasing his parents around, not paying any attention to what's happening, blissfully unaware that God Dog is back. Everybody make me a perception check.
$14.
Oh, 7.
Aoife's so caught up with Buddy's fam.
I know, I'm just like,
loves dogs.
Azar,
Puppy, puppy,
Azar
puppy,
and
puppy,
Lyndon, you see just at a distance off over, it's a wide expanse. It's not like homes and things. It's more like this plain, this area of this plain is like the vast field that we so often picture Buddy in with Allie's background. It's a beautiful day. The weather is nice. Everything feels perfect. You want to run. You have that feeling of like you also want to run. But you see just the oldest, scraggliest looking dog turning around a corner behind a large tree as he gets up slowly from being seated, moves slowly, and curves around. The voice in your head begins to fade. And he says, "You deserve a treat." The door will
wait,
stay.
do we all hear this?
You do now.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I like
Almost
fall
day.
over. I'm like
Wait,
still
I
an
wanna-
atheist.
Can I engage rapport spores?
Yeah!
Are we doing something about Nicolora, guys? Or, well, he did say oral and nasal, but I guess that's not eyes. What do you guys want to... Should we ask? Is that asking too much?
I think we have to help Nicolora figure out everything on her own. But
Okay.
I feel like it would be
Hey,
if a god
guys,
takes away a power
sorry,
and then
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's really easy for me to hear you all here.
Oh, sorry.
Your friend, she's good, but I'm not allowed to, well, the light gods and the other god, I'm supposed to stay here, which is why I'm allowed to send Buddy.
Okay.
But also don't tell him I've ever spoken this much. It's very difficult to phrase words together, but I can't cross other gods. I have to obey some things too.
Okay, thank you for being forthcoming with us. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to talk about you behind your back. I just didn't.
It's okay.
I didn't know how to handle it.
It's okay. You all have done so much
We
for
love you.
Buddy.
Bye. Oh,
Thank you for giving us time with him. I can't wait to see him again.
He loves you too.
He is the best boy.
I love you too. We love you.
I'm crying now.
Buddy!
I'm inexplicably crying.
The door, your attention is directed to the door once more. The voice in your mind fades. You can tell, you have that feeling, Azer, with that nat 20 religion check. That was a lot of work. Like, it felt like there was a lot of work coming from God Dog to be able to communicate in any meaningful way in anything other than just positive vibes. But you're here.
I'm debating doing a Eurydice thing and looking behind me, but I know that I shouldn't, so I'm just gonna open the door. Did Buddy tell us where the door goes? Or he just let us
I don't
here?
know if he did.
It doesn't
I feel like
sound
he probably
it, but
didn't.
I trust Buddy.
I trust him.
Yeah.
You open the door and you're looking at the back wall of the back hallway of the worship center at Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers.
Wait,
That
what?
is so cool.
How did this happen?
Oh yeah,
Guys.
wait, didn't he like earn like a little spot for God Dog?
That's so cool.
Well, he
Like a
just put his
permanent
paw print on
spot.
everything, and then finally it replaced the actual religious artifacts with
I know.
dog
I
artifacts,
helped.
right?
I helped with that. We made them out of construction paper
I
while you guys were like reading. I think.
Lyndon, with your 17 religion check from earlier, as you say that and you like point with your hand towards the construction paper paw prints over the religious center, you see the faint glow of your little paw print tattoo, and you have the feeling that that door and that tattoo, that's the key. Not anybody can just walk through there.
Oh, sick. Oh my god.
love this tattoo.
I'm gonna tell everyone that, and I'm also gonna say aloud, like, I think I'm still an atheist, sorry. But if I had to have a god, like, it would be you. Like, I also hate words and love smells. So.
You hear nothing back, but go ahead and
I just had to
me
say
a religion
that.
check as you cross the threshold back from the puppy plane, if you will.
Oh my god, I shit you not. I just got a nat 20, but it's
Yes.
a -1.
Lyndon, your tattoo glows so bright it is blinding, and you feel a pain you've truly never felt before. Your body hurts. You rend to the
Whoa.
ground.
What?
It hurts
What?
truly so bad. Just so bad. You double over. You guys see Lyndon slam to the ground as like pieces of her, like, she's just like shuddering. Lyndon, you feel hot and it smells weird, as it smells like kind of like hair burning for a second, and then everything stops, and you hear in your head, "Oh, I tried. I can't. That curse is a real."
Oh fuck. I appreciate the effort. I'll keep thinking about not being an atheist, but no promises.
I understand.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving us Buddy. My best guy. Sorry, Cal.
Cal the entire time is like,
I'm losing it. I
might not be an
this is the most
atheist
I've
anymore,
cried.
I guess.
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, we saw him, right? And then you told me that you saw the angels the other time with the... And Azar, this isn't the first time you've talked to a god.
Nah, it's kind of old hat now.
Mark's like...
I'm over it.
No, like, it's still cool. Like, I don't mean
Mark's got like the
you know,
dumb
it's still
smile,
cool.
like the dumb open mouth boy smile.
Definitely still cool, but you know, like, once it happens, once, it's like, oh, that happened. And then once it happens twice, it's like, okay, well, 2 times is like a coincidence. And then 3, if it happens a 3rd time, then it's just a pattern, like a...
A pattern
Anyway.
is like you're good at talking to gods? A pattern? Like a pattern
Yeah,
that might
well,
matter?
they do... Yeah, they do say that music is the universal solvent and can break down any barrier. So even the one between me and a god.
That's why I got the wood block. You're right.
You know what our next cover should be? That song Hallelujah from Shrek.
Oh, that is...
Do you guys know that
Rufus
movie?
Wainwright.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh my
I've actually
God.
never seen Shrek. I don't watch animated movies. They freak me out. But I have heard that cover because I did listen to Rufus Wainwright when I was learning the guitar. It has some really nice arpeggiation.
It's day.
Oh, do we think anybody died last night in the situation? Then maybe let's go find
Daylight.
out.
Here's the thing, guys. Plane of travel, I don't know how much you read, but it might not just be the next day.
Oh,
Let's go find someone to talk to, because if
Let's go find a newspaper.
If we have that stock market thing again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh shit. I can't do that again. Like, that's where I
no.
draw the line.
That was too stressful.
Does my phone have service?
Yeah.
Can it tell me what day
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
2 days from when you left.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
Okay. Is Panic in the worship center?
They are.
Hey, Panic.
You guys
I'm
all
sorry.
walk out from the back hallway. How does everybody look right now?
Burnt. I don't look burnt because I look singed for sure. My clothes are singed.
I feel like I'm pretty muddy from
My
rolling
hair
around
is
with
true
the
muddy
dogs.
from the
Yes.
swamp. I mean the
Yeah, my
field.
hair is
Yeah.
3 times the size it usually is.
Cal looks perfect except for like one hair out of place, and then Mark looks just so sweaty.
I think
Nugget
Oh yeah.
looks the exact same.
Oh my god.
And Bestie is like,
I'm gonna pat him on the head. I'm gonna say, "How you doing, buddy?"
Plane
Oh,
was
sorry,
it
bestie.
was late. It was late. It was really late.
Do you want to get into my backpack? It's really dark in there.
Yeah.
Okay. It's one of those stupid little drawstring ones that just
Can his
hangs on the
feet?
string.
Are there holes in the bottom that his feet can stick
his
out?
claws just press through the bottom and poke out the bottom of the side of the little like canvas bag.
Kind of like a little baby carrier.
Every once in a while, the backpack just goes as he
This
sneezes.
is perfect, actually. How's it in there, but Bestie? Do you like this? This could be like your permanent little like.
Oh. Yeah. Ah.
You hear the flick of what sounds like a lighter.
Oh yeah, there's toys in there and everything. Yeah, it's perfect.
You guys see a little bit of smoke
Tell
come
me if
up
you
out
need
of the top
anything.
of Lyndon's little knapsack. Panic is like,
What kind of toys?
lighters.
You're alive. You're all alive. Some of you are alive.
Oh, Buddy's fine too. We did leave him in heaven. In a good way, just
Heaven.
like in a live way.
The Lilliputian plane. Heaven? Both. Neither.
Well, heaven for him, home for him, you know.
And
So
honestly,
this
heaven for
family.
us too. It was awesome.
It was really
That's
nice.
honestly amazing. I'm so happy for all of you that you were able to experience something like that. A true spiritual connection is difficult to find. And you're telling me that you actively went to the plane of a god?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Wow.
I might not be an atheist if you give me a year to think about it.
Look, Lyndon, nobody's pressuring you into any specific relationship with any god. That's the entire point of this venue as a worship center is the opportunity for you to just connect with yourself and whatever other external forces and beliefs you might have. And if that's something that you've come face to face with and met and still choose to disengage with as a force of a god, but instead just as a being that you've met that's more powerful than you, that's okay too. Whatever your vibe is totally fine.
Yeah.
They continue on in that vein for a little bit.
Hey, Panic, I was just wondering, not to interrupt, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I was just wondering, so, I don't know if you heard about the island bash that happened?
Oh, yeah. I didn't go. Glint and I were hanging out, but, yeah.
Make a note of that.
Probably, probably not a bad thing that you didn't go. It was kind of a debaucherous affair. But I was gonna say, if you heard anything about it, could you relay that information?
Well, a handful of the counselors
Did anyone perish?
Were injured. I guess there was some sort of East Camp versus Taletraeder debacle of some kind. And then there was angels. And then there was also a devil. The rumor mill is astounding. I suspect it was probably just another prank. I know that someone at camp started a prank war, but Campbell's still in the first aid cabin, but Nick isn't really able to treat her as well, so it takes a little bit longer. She's using Penio and her are working together, which is great. They've been able to do that sort of thing, but Penio also died, but they die often, so I'm not sure that that's really a good example. But...
Okay, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna head to the first aid tent. I think, unless anybody else wants to do anything else.
Oh, I want to see what's up. I want to see what happened.
Yeah, when you go there, will you tell Quag I say hey, and that if he needs to borrow another book, he can come by?
If we are allowed to talk to Quag, I will relay that message.
Cool, awesome, thank you. And, Lyndon, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here as a resource for you on your spiritual journey.
All right, will do.
Yeah, I think I also might check in with you later.
Yeah, Eva, I feel
I'm not really sure I ever
we
thought
should have
about
spent some
religion all
time
that
together.
much.
You have
but
a really great energy.
that's so nice. Wow. I really aspire to that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Panic
Let's
returns
go.
to prayer, basically, meditation, and you all head off to the first aid cabin. You get to the first aid
Home
tent.
sweet home.
It is again structured with a couple of cots, and it's sort of more of a somewhere between a tent and an actual cabin. And you sort of enter in through the fancy tented door and see a couple of cots. You see sitting up, sedated but conscious, looking a little bit out of it. You see Campbell on her lap. In one or her other hand are two halves of her clipboard broken in half. She is weeping, just consistently weeping. Her hair, the long blonde side of her hair looks burnt almost all the way up. And she has some pretty significant scarring over the other half of her face. Unconscious, fully unconscious, perhaps asleep in another bed is Quag. And Nicolora moves about Nicolora stands in the center of the cabin with Penio moving about. As she stands, her eyes glossed over in blue. She is no longer freaking out about it. She stands and is explaining things, like giving direct orders to Penio as they are like trying to grab things. And then you see as they like have this moment of bickering, as Nicolora's like, hang on, come here. And she waits, Penio comes, she like jumps up on them and just sort of like moves their body in the direction that she knows and is like, grab this, grab that, it's small, it's big, blah, blah, blah. And you see her moving things around and then digging in her fanny pack and pulling a variety of things out. It seems like they have developed a relative shorthand. It's not great. It's very makeshift at this time, but they're working together to be able to have her executing her medical knowledge. You see, it looks like the first aid cabin. I didn't even have you guys roll for this. You're just here. The first aid cabin is a mess. There's stuff everywhere. It also looks like there's less stuff than there usually is. It seems like maybe things have been picked over a little bit. That is the scene that you walk into.
Good time zone, everybody. Hi.
Azar?
Yep.
Penio turns and sees all of you and is like, you're okay! And like runs
Penio,
over and hugs all three of you.
I would have
Woo! Wait, say that
remix.
again. Say that again, Lindy.
I would have texted, but there was no service where we were. My mic disconnected again, so we're gonna have my shitty mic because I am not restarting my computer for a fourth time today.
Amazing. Penio looks at you and goes, really? You would have texted me?
I really would have,
I really wanted to text all of you.
I was trying to keep everyone updated, but they said no texts here. They said no phones, nothing. You can look at your phone and you can't do anything with it.
You guys see that Penio drops you and goes, Nugget! And Nicolora goes, oh my god, Nugget, come here. And she like drops to the ground before him and begins like touching over his body to make sure that he like hasn't broken anything and is okay. And you just hear him go, I'm fine. I'm fine.
We didn't get that response, I guess, but okay. Hi. Well, here's the thing. We did go to hell, and we saw a vision that some shit was going down. So I came here to see if there's anything I can help with. I'm like going around to all the shelves and like kind of tidying stuff, but in a very superficial way.
Nicolora is like processing clearly, and Penio goes, you guys went to hell, and then you are here to see if you can. Do you know what happened?
Well,
it was nuts.
No.
Okay, so
Can you tell us? I know you're probably about to, but
you guys want me to tell you a story?
Yes.
You just hear Nicolora go, Pen. They've been can you
Should
please
we,
just
like-
tell them what's happening? This is serious. Yeah, but like, they never want to talk to me about stuff.
I feel like that's a mischaracterization, I gotta be honest.
And Nicolora's like, okay.
yeah, you can say that about me, but you really can't say that about Azar.
All right, Azar, you try to tell me stuff, and I guess Mark, you tell me a lot of stuff for somebody who's not in my cabins, but
Or at your camp.
oh, Mark, I just
Oh, yeah.
oh, dude, your camp is so far away now, and you just see Mark go, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
oh, you guys didn't even, like, go. You haven't been. You just walked. Where did you come from?
The worship center?
Oh, so you just, like, walked across the grounds to the first aid. So, weirdest thing. There were, like... So we were, like, on the island, and Campbell, like, grabbed the flail, and you see that, like, Penny was, like, telling this story and looking at Campbell. Everybody go ahead and make me insight checks. Penny was like, Campbell, like, ran and grabbed the flail and, like, tried to help you guys, and then, like, this, like, lightning came down, and then, like, out of nowhere, this person, like, this, like, little tiefling person, like, snuck up on her and, like, stabbed her a bunch, and then she was, like, down, and then I had to, like, bring Nicolora in, and then that person was, like, invisible, and they were, like, stabbing me, and then I was... And then I don't remember, and then I was back, and then, like, there were these, like, angels, and then these, like, devils, these, like, small, like, bone devils all, like, came out of the woods, and they were, like, all fighting the angels, and then there was this girl, and then she ran off into the woods, but she disappeared, and then, like, Mavra started fighting too, and Quag, and then they were fighting, and then it was just like...
Quag came to the party?
Well, he got there really late, and he seemed really mad about something, and then I was like, what's wrong? And then everything started happening, and then he was like, you know, all of the versions of him, and he was like running into the middle to try to like follow something or something, and then he was like gonna try to like find this scroll because he had a scroll, and then he was trying to cast the spell, and the spell didn't take, and then like... Oh. Yeah, anyway, so he was like trying to do that, and then I don't really remember, and then some other stuff happened. But so anyway, so then I woke up, and then oh man. And they just kind of look at Nick, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm so glad that you were close by." And anyway, I woke up, and then the Valen, I found out later their name is Valen, the like person, little horns, fancy bob cut hair, was like gone or dead or something, and then Campbell was on the floor and she was bleeding and her clipboard was broken, which is like crazy because that thing's really powerful, and Fenella got it for her when we all got our stuff, you know? And so the clipboard was broken, and then she was like crying, and she's kind of been crying since. And then Quag is just like unconscious, but I think he's okay. I don't know. Nick, you've seen Nick Laura go, Quagmire will be fine. He needs to rest, and God knows I don't think he slept.
Is he unconscious like in a bad way?
He's
or...
unconscious in like a medical way.
Oh, like an induced coma?
I wouldn't call it that,
like a
because I'm pretty sure I would be
hydration
in trouble if I said that I did that to someone at camp, but,
Interesting. They do it in hospitals all the time,
I don't know if you know
hear.
this, but, like, he's, like, really upset all the time, and I was like, you need to rest, and he was like, no, I need to get to hell, and I was like, no, you need to rest, and then he did fall asleep, and then I've just kind of kept him asleep since then.
I have
You
like
didn't think we could take care
700
of ourselves?
questions.
Penny was like, yeah, okay.
First of all, I would like to backtrack because while this story was happening, I was listening to the whole thing, but certain parts prompted me to pull out ye old crystal and
Make me a wisdom
do
save.
Oh, also I got 11 on that insight check.
Oh yeah, what did
I got
a 17.
a 7
Cool.
on it.
Aoife, this is the truth to the best of Penio's knowledge. It's not like they're lying to you or anything. As they're saying this, like, Campbell has almost no, like, is kind of looking at the action, but extremely passively is still weeping. And Quag, like, has, like, a minor stir and rolls over as his hair kind of, like, flops into his face.
Woof.
Lennon, your questions.
Oh yeah, well, first some actions, because these happened while the speech was
Please,
happening.
yeah.
My wisdom save was a 17.
Cool. You're finally back. You have full-fledged phone service. You need to post something.
Yeah, I know. Did I take any photos on the
Like, we must have.
We did.
right?
We took that one with the tracksuits for
In
sure.
hell, yes.
Okay, but what about on Buddy's plane?
I don't think you did.
I have a Okay, I don't think I did. Fuck. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna post some, like, I'm gonna do a teaser post, for the main socials about, my forthcoming Hell, masterpieces. So I'm gonna post, like, the coyest looking one of, like, all of us with, like, our little tracksuits, and, like, you know, if there's one where, like, one person's, like, looking over their shoulder, like, just, like, a little bit, like a 3/4 profile max.
Amazing.
And so I'm just gonna post that, and I'm just gonna put the eyes emoji as the caption.
Go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Okay. 22.
Ooh. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Hell yeah. I finally didn't get canceled. I got a 5 on that d6.
I know you don't remember this, but do you want to guess what happened the last time you rolled a 5?
Did I get canceled?
No.
Did I get a sponsorship?
Or a little fan.
In a certain way, you got a little fan.
Was that Bestie?
Oh my god.
It was
No,
Bestie.
do I get my little Spectre self? Oh wait, no, I got Bestie on a 5? Wait, what?
So you rolled on the good post table. Yeah, this time though, we will give you just I'll let you choose. You get an intern.
Ooh.
I want another intern. I'm starting an empire.
Great.
Girl boss.
I don't
think
even
you
need
meant
to
to
hear the
say-
other choice.
Empire?
Oh yes, I need an imp turn for my empire. And I'm taking Corson's name. This is best 2.
Cool.
Thank you for that idea.
You're welcome.
I'm the
Where's
queen
the
of
book
naming.
on your person right now?
Dumbass shit. It's probably in, I have like a fanny pack situation because obviously Bestie is in my backpack. And so I
Cool.
think I also have a fanny pack and it's just like tucked in there.
You see just like a clawed hand coming out of your fanny pack. And then just like a little imp coming out, like teeny tiny, really thin. Hi.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Who's gonna get the
Bestie?
promotion now?
What?
Bestie, you're an older brother.
What? I don't want anybody.
It's too bad.
They never do, Bestie.
In the way.
None of my older brothers thought they wanted a sister, and they were so wrong.
I have an older brother.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. You're growing up.
Okay. I love you. What do you need?
Oh my god. Okay, first things first, and I'm gonna give the same spiel
It's really bright.
that I gave
It's
to
so bright
Bestie.
here.
Here. You're really small. You can go in my hood.
Okay.
You just see she just crawls in your hood and she pulls the whole thing over and it's just a ball in your hood.
Yes, like on my back. So now they're on top of each other in their own separate pouches. Oh my god, you guys are gonna be best friends.
No,
We're
no,
gonna have a team
no.
meeting later. I have big
No,
visions for us.
no.
I have big visions for us. I'm your
I
boss.
get the mail.
Don't make me
I get
pull the
the
boss card. I don't want
I
to.
get the mail.
You get the mail. Yeah. Okay, that can be your job. Like, I'm glad that you found your passion. We're gonna be getting a lot more mail in the future, I imagine, from like fans.
Yeah.
I might have to open a PO box. Best 2. I love Best 2. Best 2 is a girl boss. It's the Boss Baby 2 family business. Oh my god.
Okay, you post and you get
Okay,
an
wait,
intern.
yes. I post. That wasn't even. Oh my god, that wasn't even my task. I'm so sorry. My little tasks. I'm just gonna name them real quick. When Penio talked about how Quag was at the party and was like semi-fighting with Mavris, and like Quag like showed up really late or whatever, and like something seemed wrong, or whatever they said. That's gonna prompt me to send a little texto to the little bro. I'm gonna send a whole bunch of trees emojis, and then I'm gonna say, what up?
Before you are even able to type what up, he got a nat 20 on the answering his phone. You see a FaceTime call from your brother pop up on your phone.
Oh my god. I am going to answer it because my other plan was a little more vindictive, so I'll hold off on that one.
Lyndon.
Oh my
Are
god.
you here?
Oh my god,
Your
what's
phone has
up?
service.
Yeah.
Your phone has service and you're here. You're here. Where are you?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm just hanging with the whole crew. I like spin around.
You see immediately his phone begins moving, the background begins moving very quickly, as you can just deduce he's on his way to where you are. Seeing like the sick bay in the background.
He's running, guys. He's running.
I love a smart cookie.
You're okay. You're alive. You are alive.
Oh,
you are
yeah.
alive. Everyone is alive, I think.
You think?
Well, there are some angels and devils that maybe died, and then the whole camp moved in what can only be described as a divine act that was strangely non-violent. It was as though the land was ripped from the ground, everyone started being very afraid, and then everyone wasn't, as though things were suspended, and then placed, and then this beautiful person came, and I talked to Ziggy, and this happened to her too, so it didn't just happen to me, so don't think that this is just a strange, my brother is a teenage boy attempting to tell me something because he only sees beautiful people. No, a beautiful person came to me and told me that it was fine. And I believed them because they were beautiful and covered in nature and vines and long hair, and they are the most beautiful person I had ever seen in my life. And then I began to have a panic attack, and then they took it away with their hands. They took it away with their hands. Did you know that that is a thing that people can do? People can take things away with their hands. As it happens, the door opens and Forrest hangs up the FaceTime and goes, did you know that there is a type of magic in which people can take away panic attacks with their hands? And he just hugs you really hard.
Hi.
He just walks directly into you and just like,
oh my god.
Quag is unconscious.
This is our first hug, so I'm just kind of like...
He's been asleep for 2 days, and he's unconscious, and everything is really hard, and everybody got hurt.
Who's unconscious?
Quag. It's okay. It's for medical reasons. He's gonna be okay.
I think he's just making up on a sleep deficit. You know, they say if you miss a day of sleep, you have to make it up twofold.
He's missed several days.
Well, he's missed a couple years, I think.
I'm dating
He's also
Ziggy.
slept in...
He's pretty severely dehydrated. Oh my god.
I'm sorry that I didn't tell you. It feels very important that you know things about my life because you just left and you said that you might die and then you didn't die and you're here and it was 2 days, but I know that is a very long time when you think that someone might be dead, and they typically post on social media between 6 and 8 times per day.
Okay,
yeah, that was on me. We just didn't really phrase it very well. I panicked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry.
I have a question.
I was trying to be funny.
Did Lyndon's social media account turn into an in memoriam?
No.
No.
You know, I had that happen to me on Facebook one time. It turned it into a remembering
You're still
account.
on Facebook?
Okay, it's fine. Their video platform is pretty decent.
He's like wiping tears.
They did auto captions, okay, before anybody else did. Took TikTok years.
I learned.
Wait, did you give Quag the book before he became unconscious, or do you still have it?
Which
We left it in your bag. Did you get those?
He has books. He has books. You got your presents.
Okay.
I learned. I know what kind of wizard I am. I've been awake for 2 days. I thought I could learn more spells.
No.
It's possible that I've picked up some bad habits from my mentor.
Yeah, Forrest, I'm gonna lay down the law real quick. I've been doing that, with my intern. You'll meet them later, whatever. Not important. I'm gonna lay down the law real
Important part.
Sorry if I glitched again. Sleep is the most important part of a true, adventuring lifestyle.
I don't want to be an adventurer. I do not want to be an adventurer. I would like to be a person.
Be?
Okay, I meant that in the
adventurer. I would like to be a researcher. Remember when we did all of that research and we made those spreadsheets at first by hand, and then I was like, this is a very strange activity to be doing by hand. Perhaps we should digitize this information so that we have it for the future. And then we did, and then you learned all of that information about the fiends and devils, and then you acted like I wasn't supposed to know any of that information, but you still heavily involved me in all of the planning and the plotting, and then except for when you didn't. And I am rather intelligent, and so I sort of knew what was going on the entire time, but nevertheless, I would like to do that. That is what I would like to do. I do not want to ever be unconscious. It was incredibly scary.
Being unconscious?
Well...
Or watching someone else be unconscious?
Both. Yes.
Yes. That is true. I'm interested specifically in your characterization of pretty people as good.
I wouldn't describe her as good as them. I'm sorry, as good. They changed before my eyes, and they were good in that they took away the panic attack that I was having, and additionally in that they moved the camp and told me that it was fine, and I believed that it was fine, and it seemed that everyone in the camp believed that it was fine. And then at first I was nervous that it would have been some sort of devil or demon playing tricks on us, but I was assured that it was okay. Finala,
okay.
She said that it was okay when she came.
Is Finala back?
Finala was here?
Did you meet her?
Yes, she announced yesterday that the camp has moved.
That, I will say, may or may not have been related in some way to our activities that we were privy to.
Everyone go ahead and make me a religion check. This is a knowledge-based religion check, so we'll see how this goes.
Religion knowledge, so that's just int still?
Yeah, it's still a religion check. I'm just providing
it's like
context.
I get you.
All right, dirty 20.
Ooh, 21.
Aoife and Azar, as Forrest is describing this person to you over and over again, you begin to have rumblings of memory. This sounds like it could have been Melora. Or someone related to Melora. God Dog said that nature rather than light could solve this problem.
Oh, right. Oh, that's so sick. I don't know that I heard that nature rather than light.
I'm gonna say that some of that information is more public, given that we're lacking our messenger.
That we're lacking a person. Amazing. Okay. I do think it's worth unpacking that there are some pretty evil people. Pretty, I mean, like, pretty.
Yes, I have met.
I wanted to flag that. Just wanted to flag. No biggie. Just, no biggie.
I think that's a really.
I appreciate it. I do.
And there are some really good people who maybe aren't as classically pretty.
Like myself. I understand.
Forrest.
Okay,
you're
it's fine
beautiful.
to be not pretty. It's fine to be not pretty.
I wouldn't describe myself as pretty. I would describe myself as a specific type that is right for some people and not all people.
Right for Ziggy.
We're champions.
You are a champion. I am a dedicated study. We don't have to get into this. It was a very stressful
same fucking thing.
that happened. I'm delighted to hear that you are all alive, and I apologize for my tears.
Don't
Never
ever
apologize for
apologize
tears,
for your
no.
tears.
Okay.
Your tears are your art, and your art is your magic.
You see
Come
him
on.
take out a little book and write these things down. The little animated Lindy on the front.
Wait, when I was
Just
gone,
circle art is magic from before. Underline it.
when I was gone, did little Anime continue talking to you?
She continues to maintain animation. I wouldn't describe her as directly speaking to me. What you understand is what I understand, which is...
You know, that's communication in its own right. I didn't talk until I was like 3, so...
I suspect someday it will manifest more thoroughly now that I am aware that I am a scribe wizard.
A scribe wizard?
I get my power from words and writing.
Whoa.
That's super cool.
He stands really straight. I don't think Dad even knows what that is. And yes, I called him Dad because I am going to be more colloquial now.
As opposed to father.
Yeah.
Ziggy
I'm gonna
said
lift
that
him.
I
We're
am
gonna
allowed
do the
to be
dirty
fun,
dancing
and while
lift.
it doesn't take a person giving me permission, especially one that I'm romantically involved with, it was nice to feel empowered enough to say those things, and so I will be fun now. Sometimes. Not all the time. It feels like a lot of pressure to be fun all of the time, so I think that occasionally I will say things like Lindy or Dad, but not all of the time.
You just work up to it, buddy. And you know what? I think this is great because I think if you are what'd you say, like a words-based mage. I'm not phrasing that right.
Scribes!
But learning like scribes, but like learning different like styles of language, maybe that would help you expand your magical practice. Like I said, I don't know anything about magic, but that's just my first instinct.
Will you teach me how to be lyrically inclined?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I will ask Buddy further information about how to speak like religiously.
So, yes, we will have to table that for a little bit because I've got some really exciting news for you. Buddy went home.
And not in the way that
Not in the
You're
way
saying
that
that
beautiful
as though it is supposed
not-
to be exciting, but also you seem distressed.
Yeah, not in the way Petunia went home, okay, when we were like
Petunia
younger.
died, and our father didn't want to tell you, Lyndon, because he was afraid you would be too upset.
Okay, well, I have to say I only learned that when Willow came and visited like last year. So, I'm glad you knew that before. I just wanted to clarify
Father
that
wanted
not
me
that
to get
kind of
familiar
home.
with the fact that things that we care about will often die, and that it is our responsibility to learn the ways in which to bring them back to life.
You
Why
didn't
didn't
think it
they
was
tell
important
me
for
that?
Lyndon to know that?
Lyndon is unable to bring
Yeah.
things back to life.
I would fucking beg to differ.
At the
and I'm gonna
time,
cure
at the
wounds
time,
myself.
At the time, and I misspoke. I'm sorry, Lyndon.
I have no hit points to cure, but
Do it anyway for show.
I'm using the spell slot. Whatever.
Yeah, Forrest fills you guys in. Fanala is back, did some sort of assembly yesterday announcing that the camp has physically moved. The wards are still in place around the camp.
Where did
Can I
we
check
move
my
to?
map? Yeah, can I check my like Google Maps to see where
Yeah.
my dot is?
Yeah. Camp has moved.
It's my headcanon we were in upstate New York, if that's helpful.
It's not, but I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, if you were in upstate New York. Hang on. Maps are the one thing I'm not bad at. Okay, you moved 6 miles directly south.
Oh, not even that bad.
Not that
We're still
bad.
walking distance.
Not that
I could
bad.
run there in like an hour, probably.
You moved
okay.
6 miles directly south. So you guys, effectively, as you look at this map, you are now surrounded by the thick, dangerous forest people told you not to go into.
I
Hell
love
yeah.
that for us.
Yeah.
And
Are we
for
by
everyone
Mike?
here.
Are you by Mike?
Mike? Mike?
Yeah, actually, you're further south than that, but you are near. You're probably maybe 2 miles away from the myconid lair that you found.
I love.
Where you
Who
got your
gave us
rapport
rapport
spores.
spores.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you guys see Forrest. Quag is still sleeping in bed. Campbell is still openly weeping, awake with a broken clipboard. Nicolora seems she seems like she is very focused on her work. If you guys, I assume that you kind of have this conversation with just in the spirit of time. I'll sort of gloss over what you learn here, but yeah, so there was a huge fight. Basically, Valen came, attacked Campbell, dipped, then got the drop on her, and then basically knocked her unconscious, leaving her with a bunch of these scars, and was able to break her clipboard, which works to actively sort of inhibit a lot of magic use on her. So the clipboard is basically like a clipboard of spell guarding, and gives her advantage on a bunch of magic saves. So then the devils and demons, or the devils really, were able to use more magic and stuff against her and get the flail. So the flail is gone again, but grand scheme, you guys don't really think that flail did a lot other than be a cursed flail.
Like a landmark, kind
basically,
of, right?
yeah. It was like your sort of tuning
It was a helpful
fork
conduit.
to get there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they did get
really
the flail
awesome.
back. And then
Well,
but then as they got the flail back, sort of you can piece this together from the bits and pieces you're getting from everybody that was at the party. As they got the flail back and started to retreat, angels showed up, Arathis angels showed up, and began like an all-out drop-down, drag-out fight, whereas like on the minor scale, East campers and Taletraeder campers were like sparring and fighting, and like some of which were like the counselors were all getting up in arms in a more deadly fashion. And then the cabin campers were like, haha, fist fight, chicken, whatever, blah, blah. And then they started to realize what was happening. They started to flee. These angels showed up. That fight began. The angels and devils retreated as Taletraeder began to get ripped up from the ground. Which, like, timeline-wise, you guys know is squidgy. But the way that divinity works, God Dog maybe couldn't get the timing exactly right, but was able to, like, save some people. And then as like the angel and devil fight was still happening on the West Island and people were fleeing back to Taletraeder, they were fleeing back to Taletraeder and then getting pulled up and moved away. So Nicolora and Penio have basically been taking care of people in the med tent, and this morning is finally, by the time they cleared all of the people with minor injuries, and now only the people with major injuries are left. Honestly, including Nicolora with her blindness currently.
Here's a question that I have.
Yes.
For the room. So my magic comes from my talent and not from a divine or arcane source, right? Or I guess kind of arcane, but like not from like a higher power.
Yeah.
I know that the actual cure for blindness is lesser restoration. If I cast greater restoration, can I remove the condition on Nicolora?
Basically, it's going to be a roll.
Okay.
To be able to do it because her god gave it to her pretty much.
Okay. I think.
So you tell me if Azar wants to try to go against Arathis. You want me to tell you the number you have to beat?
Sure.
18. Charisma.
Can I add my spell attack?
Just your charisma modifier. A la
Okay.
Dispel Magic.
Okay. It's less about it's about the going against Arathis.
Yeah, I mean that's why I
But
was like, I will
I'm fucking
provide you.
annoyed.
I'll provide you with this context.
I'm fucking
if you wanna
annoyed
weigh
with
the-
Arathis right now.
I think everybody's a little annoyed with Arathis.
I think Do the wards also protect against gods?
They protect. You know that they protect against fiends. You do not know if they protect against celestials.
Celestials? Okay.
Actually, you know at least.
Oh, no,
they
I do, because
definitely
angels
don't.
came here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least of a certain level.
Okay, I'm gonna think about that.
Yeah, so you have that thought.
I'm noodling on it.
Cool. Is there anything else in this? You guys are in this scene, in this first aid tent. Is there anything else you want to do here?
Is Campbell, like, talkable, or is she just,
She
like...
currently has not spoken.
Okay. I might... I think I might sit down on the end of her bed. Hey, Campbell. Campbell.
Weeping.
I, like, put the two pieces of her clipboard, like, physically together, even though I can't do anything to fix them.
She just lets you. You just take them from her hands and she just lets you.
Rough couple of days. Huh. Can I message, like, basically, like, it's okay if you can't say anything back, or if you don't want to, I'm sorry that you got caught in the middle of a lot of stuff that didn't concern you at first. Or maybe it did. Or maybe it didn't. I don't know really the situation. I'm just winging it.
You make me a medicine check.
Oh.
Azar's
14.
anatomy.
What was that?
14.
She briefly opens her mouth. And you hear, like, just like a hiss of breath come out. Not much else really comes out. There's a moment where she looks at you. And makes eye contact with you. Give me an insight check.
17.
Her eyes begin, like, looking kind of rapidly between all of you. She looks terrified.
Terrified of us or terrified of something else? Or I can't read it.
In this moment, terrified of you guys.
Do I recognize that terror? Like, do I see that? Or...
She looks scared. She's crying still, and her eyes have that, like, instead of being passive, her eyes are, like, a little wider as they shift between all of you now.
So, from, like, perhaps a meta perspective, and just, like, to help me remember, none of us clocked when Buddy was feeble-minded.
Correct.
Right, okay. So it's not like we have, like, a benchmark.
I mean,
Okay.
eventually you did, because you got him out of it.
We did get him out of it, but I did not get him out of it. So I
think... Here's my current situation is... I could restore her, I could restore Quag, and then force myself to table the Nicolora conversation because I won't have the power to do it 2 times. Or, like, I would have to pick one of the two to try and fix. We still have rapport spores active though, right?
Yes.
So I'm relaying this as I'm
Mm.
thinking about the.
Well, do you want to ask Nicolora what she wants to do? Or...
Interesting. I hadn't considered that, of course. Yeah. Good idea.
Because
Good idea.
I feel like the other two are temporary.
Let's do like a sidebar.
Yeah.
maybe.
And Quag, really, like, I think that man is so dehydrated.
Yeah,
Like,
Clyde
he
definitely
probably
has a
really
banana
needs
bag.
the rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not worried about him being asleep.
Yeah.
No,
it's,
he could
it's
fully
good for
continue
him.
to sleep. So should I just do it? Should I just try it and see? I don't know if it'll work.
You could maybe run it by Nicolora.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it'll work. I feel like you're good at this stuff.
Here's the other thing is we do know that Nicolora also can do that, I think, unless something else got taken away with her sight. But, so maybe it's the kind of thing, like, if it would have worked, she would have tried it already. I don't know.
But since your magic comes from different places, like
Yeah.
That's true.
like
Okay.
that, you know, who knows? I mean, I am the last place person who knows about magic here. Not
But
that it's a
even- but
ranking,
you know a
but
little
if
bit
it
about it.
was, I can do a little bit of it. Where does it come from? You know, apparently now it comes from the devil is where it comes from, but
Oops.
so I won't be of any help here. And I mean, it like can't hurt, right? Like what's the worst case?
I mean,
You
do you
just
think you
can't
would
do
lose
as
the
many
slot?
spells. Yeah.
If I did it on Nicolora, something bad could actually happen. But
Right.
if I
Oh,
did,
really?
yeah.
Well, because you would
But I-
anger Arathis would be the
Yeah.
idea.
But if I did it on Campbell, I don't
What
think
is-
anything bad would happen.
Do we know Campbell's class?
She's a bard for sure.
Oh yes, yes. Yes, you are.
At least
correct.
I think so.
Maybe
okay.
I made an assumption. I'm looking at Claire's face right now, and maybe
With her stupid little ukulele, oh my god, we had that whole bard rivalry.
yeah.
We had a whole antagonistic.
That's why I
ukulele
started
versus
disliking
guitar.
her.
Maybe she's
Pro
not really
Azar.
bard.
I'm Azar's #1 groupie over here.
Maybe Azar projected a lot of her own insecurities. Okay, fine. Well, whatever. Hey, Nicolora.
Yes.
Do you want to like sidebar for a second?
Sure.
Should I message you or should we go outside or what do you prefer?
We can step outside. Pen, will you... I don't know. Call me if something bad happens. She puts a hand, like she reaches a hand out to you and the two of you head outside.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I've gotten a bit better at my music, and I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help you, maybe, with this situation. I don't really know what happened to Campbell, but,
well, I tried to greater restore her. I think whatever's going on is gonna take some time. I'm not sure. It would probably behoove us to cast it again. I could feel something clearing, but it seemed like it was
Oh, like when you have a really bad cold and you blow your
sticking.
nose and it kind
Yes,
of
and
works, but
admittedly,
it
the
does,
first day I was mostly out of spell slots by the time we got everyone into the med bay, but
Well, I can help, and if there's other stuff you want me to help with, I can also try to do that, but...
oh, I've been hitting Quag with a greater restoration every day. He's just... there's something wrong with him, but he it seems as though he's exhausted no matter what. He assures me it's fine, but anyway, that's just kind of how he is. But
okay, I'll try and do a little, like,
yeah,
I'll use that
I'm not
tool like
sure how
you used to
powerful
blow
my
up
stuff
baby's
is
nose.
these days. So,
Like one of those little, like, bubbles that you, like...
oh, I heard you. I was just choosing to ignore it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast
You
Greater
like there's
Restoration.
a moment, just a split moment where you're reminded of like the long van ride you and Nicolora took together. And the like breaking the rules is okay only at certain points in time, and like this is not one of those times.
Interesting.
She's like in
you
counselor mode for sure.
I definitely misjudged the situation and thought that we had developed a different, more static kind of familial relationship, and it's just really a fluid experience. Okay. And I walk inside and cast Greater Restoration on Campbell.
I'm gonna have you roll to see how well this works.
Okay.
So add your charisma modifier.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Worse.
Oh.
13.
Okay, so the spell takes, what does it look like?
I think it like, I don't know that it looks, I think it sounds. And I think it sounds.
Go ahead and roll again.
Oh.
Danny nat 20, baby.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we get two people waiting in the wings for advantage. I love it. You guys are the best.
Oh my god, I still rolled like shit. 13 is still higher.
Oh no! Damn.
Ronan, do you want to do it? You
Motherfucker.
can if you want to.
Lamau.
Arathis is like,
Rathis is fucking done with this bitch.
all right, go
All right,
ahead.
one more.
Go ahead.
Did I switch dice?
Balls to the wall.
You can do it this time.
Oh my god. 23.
All right, tell me what it sounds like.
It sounds like an entire orchestra tuning up. Like the New York Philharmonic tuning. So it has like those like fifths, those big open fifths that go all the way up. And it's like with the really, and then the bass comes in and it's just like the most robust, like full Philharmonic, like orchestra feature on like the Taylor Swift album, right? Like,
Where
it's like
are you when you do this?
Where am I?
Yeah.
On the foot of her bed again.
Cool. Are you're seated?
I grab her shoulders, I think.
Cool. I have to take a safety pause. At some points in this game, we have redlined vomit. I want to check in about that before I play
okay.
this scene out. How are we feeling about vomit?
I bring it on, baby.
We all know that I am the vomit lover here.
All right. Campbell, as you grab, it's not vomit, but it is a viscous black, like ichor, vomiting out onto your chest, Azar, as she just like and
Oh yeah, get it out. Get it out.
and she's like weeping, and it comes in this like, it looks like blood and something out, and like it's just like a hunk of stuff that is like coming out, and like this magic, and like she goes pale, and like stops weeping for a second, and is holding the two pieces of her clipboard, and it's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to stop them from taking it, but I couldn't, and then Finn and I'm sorry.
Are you
sorry.
worried about the flail?
The flail it's gone.
Campbell, I literally could not be less worried about the flail. I don't give a fuck that it's gone.
She wanted it, and then she came and she took it, and
She wanted a lot of things that she came and took.
I didn't know. I didn't know that it was her until it was too late. I didn't want to know. I knew. I knew it was something bad, but I didn't know how bad, and you have no idea what it's like. Everybody has always liked you, and they will always like you, and there used to be a time where people liked me, and I forgot what it was like, and I wanted it again, and I shouldn't have just let somebody take it for me. It wasn't even the same, and
I'm not quite feeling like I'm following entirely at this moment. Taking what? The flail? I don't care about the flail. Taking what?
I let her give me power. I let her give me influence. I let her she set up all of this stuff so that I just really missed him, and it's not like I was like so in love with him that I like needed to be with him. I just wanted to be around him because he was my best friend, and Finn and it's, I mean, and then I saw what it was doing to him, to have Finala gone, and to try to run something. He's not an organizer. He's never been an organizer. That kind of responsibility isn't exactly what he wants. And she set up all this stuff like dominoes. And then all of a sudden he was with me all the time, and that was what I wanted. And then it was like, you know, one little thing here, and like open a gate, like turn a blind eye to these things flying around if you see them, like put a book under a bed. Like, I didn't...
The book thing, I will say, was a little frustrating.
I
Not
didn't
to
know.
dump on you when you're down, but that's
I didn't know
something
what the
that is
book
a
could
little...
do until it was too late, and then I just...
I know. I'm not trying to fault you
No,
for
you're
it.
not
That
wrong.
did have a
I
ripple
fucked
situation.
this up for everyone.
But of all the other things, I mean, clearly we bodied them, so...
And Valen, whatever they have on their rapier, it took my voice, it took my mind. It wasn't like I just was feeling horrible. It was still me, like I could still... Thank you, Nick. You didn't have to do that. And you see Nicolora kind of like turn in her direction and just go, I don't hate you. Nobody hates you. Nobody hated you. You've just been mad. Because you're hurt. And you see Campbell just starts to weep. I just really miss my friends. And I thought that somebody could help me get them back. And it turns out I should have just done it myself. And I'm sorry.
We all need ways to grow.
Did Lyndon hear this apology?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, where is this happening?
In the
Yeah,
in
'cause
the
I was
bed,
in the
in
hospital.
the
in the room.
in the
fuck.
room.
We're all listening. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
I'm just kind of standing there like,
Campbell, you ran afoul of somebody very powerful who's gotten all their power from knowing exactly what buttons to push, and we all have something that we'd do anything for. And I mean, I can't say I'm not angry, but I won't always be angry, and right now I'm more worried about you than I am angry. And it's gonna be okay.
She's probably gonna kill me or something. Maybe not. I don't really think she kills people.
Campbell, are you talking about who I think you're talking about? I'm gonna show her my little tat.
Yeah, you got... you see Campbell lean back in the hospital bed and pull up the side of her shirt and has a rib tattoo of the same thing you do, Lyndon.
With the danger zone part?
No
or
danger
without?
zone, just the sigil.
Okay,
No danger
okay.
zone.
What if she had also gotten danger zone?
I know, what we would be instant besties.
Best three.
Best three. Best three. Here is the thing, Campbell. In my head, we've been at war. Maybe that's not in your head, how it's been, but I'm being honest.
No, we haven't liked each other. You're not wrong.
But it seems as though we have been cosmically placed on the same team. And you know what? Something I just realized is I don't make friends or enemies with people that I do not think are at least on my level. Okay, if not better. You know, this doesn't leave this first aid cabin here. Let me just say that. This doesn't leave this first aid cabin here. But I think if I picked you as a foe, you must be on my level in some way. And I'm really, you know, I don't mean this to sound as bitchy as it's sounding. You know, Forrest here is a scribe. I am not a scribe.
Lyndon, yes. I don't spend a lot of time, I don't spend a lot of time chastising every camper. I get it. There are some people who are, I'm not gonna say worthy foes because I feel like that's not really what I would call us, but
that's fair. That means a good thing in my head, but I recognize that might not be a good thing.
But I will say I am an excellent liar. I am an excellent liar, and I have always found it difficult to do that with you all. I'm jealous of you.
Oh.
Not for any... I don't care about your money or your fame or whatever the heck it is that you're doing with that book. In fact, I'm sad for you with whatever is going on there, but Azar...
It's about building a brand.
Azar, I meant it. Everybody likes you. Everybody likes all of you. You are literally the group of people that are supposed to be in the cabins that everybody ignores, and somehow you have made friends with everyone here, and it's harder to do that when you have to make sure everybody stays alive, but maybe I should be a little bit more relaxed about everybody staying alive since I can barely keep myself alive, let alone... And she kind of looks at Quag and looks at Nicolora, let alone everybody else. So...
You know, there's a really cool thing about a cat, where when a cat falls from a building, if it falls from more than 9 stories, when it hits the ground, it's totally relaxed and it just bounces and none of its bones break. I think we can all learn something from that, from those cats, like, that fall from skyscrapers. Anyway. You know, once you come to terms with your own skeleton, really it's all uphill from there, so...
I was also going to say, if you've ever heard of a mod squad, maybe you need a mod squad. I learned that from some gamers I follow on the socials. And, you know, like you could be part of a team.
It's at this point that Nicolora kind of interjects and just goes, Lyndon, that's a great idea. I think, Campbell, if you want, if you're feeling better, Penn and I are gonna go get lunch. you want to come? And she just kind of goes, yeah, okay.
I'm like, fuck yeah, my plan worked.
I love teamwork.
You see Campbell get up really slowly, a little bit still kind of harried, and the three of them leaving behind only a broken in half clipboard on the bed behind her and a sleeping Quag in the room with you. If there's nothing else you want to do in this room, we can cut forward.
Do we have to like babysit Quag?
No.
Okay, great.
Do I have somewhere to write a note? Like, is there
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
pen and paper?
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna write Quag a little note being like, hey, we're back. I'm sorry again for what went down. If when you wake up you want to talk, shoot me a text. Heart, Aoife.
Amazing. This is your last call for things you want to do this day.
Here's a question.
I'm going to do a smash cut forward after that.
Oh.
Here's a question that feels like it should happen this day so that it doesn't feel like an afterthought.
Totally.
Should we try and contact Fierna? We don't have sending anymore because Buddy's not here. But should we try and contact her and say, like, you know, we did this thing for you. Can you leave us alone and let Lyndon go from the book?
That's a good idea. I also want to do
Because if that feels like an afterthought,
Yeah.
it feels like she's going to say less. She's
Yeah.
going to say, she's going to be less likely to say, oh yeah, you did this thing as like in the hopes that I would respect the conditional. Sorry, what were you saying, Zan?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I also want to just like have a brief check-in with Verithai. To just be sure he's okay and let him know that our plan, Ray Shy, is not really in action anymore.
Yeah, we can do the Verify thing very quickly.
Yeah, I think that'll be quicker, yeah.
You call him so that you all can noodle on what you want to do about Fierna, but you can call Verify, who will answer relatively promptly because it's like the following day that this has happened now, right? So it's a day after his date. So Verify will answer and like, Aoife!
Hey! Whew, lots happened. It's so good to see your face.
Lots did happen. I figured you didn't want to get the jump on her.
So, funny story, we actually ended up going to hell instead.
Make a perception check right now.
Okay. Oh, God. I'm so excited for whatever this
She's
perception
going to be
check
in
is.
this room.
They're
wearing
okay, that
white
was a
robes at the
12.
hotel.
It was a 12.
White fuzzy robes, not a
She's not an acolyte
like a
now.
spa.
Yeah, you hear he's like moving somewhere. He's moving around in the room.
I'm sorry about that. We ended up in hell without any cell phone service, but it's fine. We're back now. It's all good.
I'm feeling like I should come check on you.
No. I'm good. I'm gonna like point the phone at Azar. Be like, see? Azar, we're good, right? Lyndon, we're good, right? Yeah. No, we're 100% A-okay, and I'll like show him.
Make me
like,
a persuasion
around.
check with advantage since you're like showing him all this stuff.
We're helping.
Yeah.
All right, so that's an 18 or a. Okay, yeah, 18's higher.
All right. Well, just because I'm generous, I won't come by.
Yeah, I want to see you guys real soon, but like, don't break your ankles getting over
Yeah,
here.
parents' weekends towards the end of the summer. We'll be back again.
But yeah, sorry you had to go do that. I really owe you one.
You
can't
really
imagine
do.
how awful.
She's very difficult to be around.
I know. I don't know if we told you she's a succubus, right? And like
You did, I think, tell me that.
I should, if I didn't,
Yes.
I should have, or maybe
You know, you told
don't
me
know.
that, and I figured. Well, you know what, Aoife? Yep. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's really on me. I owe you one. I will
don't
make
forget
you
it.
a multi-tier vegetable ratatouille.
Hey,
You got it. Like
I don't want that. I don't want that. But we can cook
Okay.
something together when we're back in
and are
Mama
you
Dad's.
you're okay? She didn't hurt you.
Oh, I'm great. She did not hurt me at all.
okay.
Go ahead and make an insight check, Aoife.
Oh God. That was only a 7, so I don't think I really
Your
get
brother's fine. He's vibing.
God.
it. Okay. Okay.
Aoife, I'm happy to do
Wait.
favors for you anytime.
Wait, can I ask him something only he would know?
Yeah.
I can't. What's the first vacation we ever took all as a family?
I mean, you know that's hard because Mom calls everything a vacation. It's like we're going 3 blocks over to the shop and we're gonna be there for 3 hours. It's a family vacation. So
Okay, but the first time we went somewhere and spent it overnight. Look, man, she's a shapeshifter. Okay, I just have to be sure. I'm sorry.
oh, you think that she is me? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so
Well, she's
funny.
You know.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. The first one when you were alive would have been to
Cedar Point.
Yeah, to Bastion City we went and we toured. Mom thought you were gonna be the smart one, and so we had to go on this whole walk of the grounds of some wizarding school there. There was like, it was really funny because the rest of us, there was this old dude, he's like kind of hunched over, and he had like, you know, just like sad eyes, you know, and he was like hunched over and he was like, ho ho ho, and we just like, you know, we made fun of him pretty bad.
Okay, you convinced me. All right, well, cool. I'll see you soon. Maybe don't tell the others about hell, especially not Mariboy.
Don't tell. Oh, I mean, I don't tell them anything. I don't have to, so
Excellent.
I'll stay out of any
Excellent.
zone of truths, and you do the same, Aoife. You send me on any missions you need. All right.
You're truly the best. I can't believe I lucked out so
Don't
much.
forget, I'm your favorite brother.
100%. You're, you know.
I gotta teach you how to be a better liar. Make me one more perception check.
Okay. I really want to know what's going on, but I'm just not rolling high enough. I only got a 9.
He hangs up.
Ah!
Bye, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Like, Zan, know that they banged, but Aoife does not understand that.
Incredible. Yeah, so that is that. I think because we'll have a little bit of time still here, do you guys know, does anybody, should we do a bio break? We can do a bio break if anybody.
I would like a brief one.
Let's do
Yeah,
a
let's do
quick
I
little
would
five.
love
recess.
one. I
Let's do a
need more
5.
ice.
Hello, welcome back. Here we are, back again. It's us. It is we. Alistair's like, bye. I got too emotional over the Campbell scene. Or excuse me, Alistair's like, bye. I got too emotional over the Campbell scene. I gotta go.
Oh my god, he's
Got a
British.
That is Alistair Ash.
Oh, Nikki.
I did not
He's just run out.
finish.
That is just.
He really does have mad hops. That's true. That's correct.
Literally,
This cat,
before we
like,
get
jumped
into
4
it,
feet in the
yeah,
air.
before we get into it today, he was vibing and then suddenly saw a fly on the wall and straight up jumped all the way up to clear the light switch and smack the wall. And I was like,
Oh my god.
yeah, this cat is going to be able to jump as high as I am tall. Which is very tall. I'm extremely
Can
tall.
definitely
Guess how
jump
tall I
higher
am in
than
the
me.
chat. I'm always curious about how tall people think I am.
Oh my god, guess for me too, because
God,
the
guess for
answer may
me.
shock you
Guess
relative
how tall
to
you
Claire.
think we are. Happy season finale.
No, please.
Everybody put your
I'm
guesses.
assassinated. because I have a huge head, and that like is a conflating factor.
Well, you're also just closer to the Alistair is now just creating chaos.
No, I mean proportionate. I have the biggest head. I had the biggest head on all of Urinetown. That's my that's my title. It was measured.
Facts.
The biggest head, incredible. All right, you just called verify, confirmed, but did not had the of our corpuses.
That's what body, right?
I think so. It sounds like corpses, and guess the height of our corpses in the Twitch chat is like bold.
No, Jesus, no corpus.
We're back. Okay, hello, hi. This is what happens when we don't have a title screen to like slide us back into the vibe.
Yeah, usually this is what it looks like.
Katie 5'1".
No, you guys have not heard my height
guessing.
theory. I have a theory.
No theories, no
Don't
theories.
tell your
Yeah,
theory
no
yet.
theories yet. Okay. All right. You checked him with verify. Aoife, as far as you're concerned, he loves doing favors for you. Everything is great, and nothing has ever been wrong, and he's your favorite brother. Or he is going to think he's your favorite brother no matter what forever.
They're all my favorite.
Yes, but verify is going to believe he's your favorite brother forever. Incredible. Before we move forward, is there anything you guys want to do to try to contact Fierna? And is there anything else you want to try to, before we kind of move past? Anyone else you want to check in on? If you check in with your campers, the rest of them are fine.
Cool.
Ziggy is notoriously standoffish, but glad that you're alive, even though she doesn't want to reveal it. All of the campers are a little bit nicer to you from that day on because of the major fight that they witnessed happen. Nugget comes by. Nugget leaves pretty immediately, but then comes by again later and just leaves a little I want to say bouquet, but it's not bouquet because it's rocks with moss on them in a terrarium.
Aww.
And he gives it to you all and leaves and doesn't say anything.
Fun adventure. I just chin again, yeah.
You guys hear Wash in the background oh, thank God you're okay. We were all so worried, and this is so wonderful that you're all right, and we're just so pleased to have you back, and I just miss talking to you so much. And you just see Nugget, over his shoulder at all of you as he walks back to Soot and Wash.
Oh God, I want to message something so badly, but there are no words that come to mind. Can I just message just nothing?
Yeah.
Can I just open a message and it's just silent?
Yeah. That's
what I do.
Just message some vibes.
I'm messaging a vibe.
Good vibes only. Amazing.
Okay, what are the tools at our disposal to even contact Fiona? Because I don't feel like we have any.
I mean, you
with
could
Buddy
try
not having
to talk
sending.
To Panic, maybe?
Or could we use the book somehow?
You could try to use
if
the
Lyndon
book. You could try
tried to cast something that she shouldn't.
Lyndon could probably put some blood in the book and give it a shot.
Ooh, is that what we want to do?
I mean, here's what I was thinking earlier, and I don't know, Claire, I don't know that I'm even allowed to have these thoughts, right? Because I don't know to what extent I'm being surveilled.
Well,
but
you tell
earlier,
me, and then I'll tell you how we're doing.
Yeah. So earlier, when earlier when it was first brought up that we could potentially try and contact Fierna and be like, hi, can you fucking release us or whatever? And again, because I don't know, because I have this book, but I know very early on in the book's appearance, we had a sort of theory that the book was that the book operated similar to the book in the Chamber of Secrets, not to bring up that series.
Turf
so that
series,
like
yeah,
so that like writing in it is like a way to communicate.
Yeah, if you
and
put
it
some
can
blood in
communicate
it.
back. But does it have to be blood though, or can
You did
it
some
be
sweat
like?
last time. When you signed the book, you used sweat.
But could it be like a pen? I'm just
You
or does
can
it have
try
to be a biological?
write in the book with a pen and see what happens.
I will if we decide we want to go forward with this, because I do own one pen and I do have it with me. It's one of the toys in Bestie's bag. And it's my
Bestie's
silver
already
gel
lit
pen.
it on fire.
Bitch.
But it's still
Oh
useful.
my God.
He's only lit the back end of it on fire.
Okay, we haven't had as comprehensive of like a safety talk as I thought we would have. That's like for day one of intern orientation going forward. Don't burn my shit.
It's
You can
really
play with the
hot.
lighters.
It's really
but don't
hot.
burn my shit.
The smoke
That's
is coming
too-
up the
That's
hood.
too okay,
It's really
Bestie,
hot.
Bestie,
Yeah.
you're hurting your sister. You're hurting your sister. I'm gonna confiscate that. Don't make me. I don't want to be the bad cop, but I will be.
No. Hey, Cap.
You know what? I'm out. You guys, anyway. I'm done with these children.
I love it.
Okay, so yeah, we could try writing, because remember when I made that like whole stink of like, does no one else have your name, and she got all offended? We could try writing the name in here with just my normal pen. Okay, to see if that communicates, because obviously she has a copyright on her name, so like she'll respond if we write it.
Okay.
And like before trying with like a biological like excrement.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We could try it with just a normal pen, and like, maybe it won't do anything.
Excrement?
It comes out of your body.
Excretion.
I'm using my SAT
Secretion?
words.
Excrement is not.
I,
Same.
Lyndon, am using
Excrement.
my SAT words.
Okay, great.
I, Katie, know exactly what I'm
Lyndon just
saying.
shitting in the book in the corner.
I, Katie, was an
beg-
English major.
I beg
Would it
Lyndon
work,
to
though?
shit in this book.
Would it work?
Would it work?
Incredible
Probably.
mice and
If there are any
Spoiler.
kegs left to chug, I'll try it. Anyway.
Please don't.
So we could, yeah. So guys, I'm like 99% sure that we have a direct line to Fiona through this book. Oh, sorry, I don't say her name. I'm being very careful to not say her name. Fuck.
Iconic. Let's do it.
Okay.
So you write with a pen?
I'm gonna try it with a pen first. I'm just gonna write Fiona.
That's all you write.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna wait and see, like, I'm gonna like freeze everyone in the room, like no one move, no one make a sound, and I'm gonna await any sign.
I have to think about how this works now. Yeah, all right. Yeah. You see a message pop up in the book that says hi honey.
Alright guys, it doesn't have to be blood. It does not have to be blood.
Point
Normal
taken.
pens work.
Cool. So wait, what are we
Run
gonna
with that.
say?
I don't know, I didn't get that
Here's-
far.
What are we
Here's what I think
talking
we say.
about?
Here's what I think we say. We say,
Bestie.
as you probably know, we were able to accomplish what you requested. Now, we would appreciate it if you would remove your hold on Lyndon via this book and on your hold an interest in us as a camp,
Wait, but
as members of this camp.
what if the book has been really helpful?
I think, Lyndon, we should maybe not do that. Are you saying that your soul coin's already black, so you might as well just keep it?
I'm just saying, I don't know that I have enough proof that this is what's causing that exactly.
Okay, let's go through this logically. You got the book because Campbell, under the influence of Fierna, slipped it under your pillow, so there's already some nefarious content going on. Secondly, once you got the book, all of the sudden, you could immediately do this really cool magic and shit.
Yeah.
But you're
Sus.
bound
Absolutely
to...
sus.
Mm-mm.
We went to hell and your soul coin was black. Like, rotten.
Like
What the fuck?
It could be rotten, or looking at it another way, it could be like the night sky.
Do you really believe that? Really?
Do I really believe that? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Have you seen my scrunchie? It looks exactly the same as my soul coin.
Put it next to it. Put it next
Do
to
I
it.
have my soul coin still?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it goes like metaphysical.
Oh,
and
I guess.
Back to...
Well, no, because you guys sort of took 3 turns about on the way back, so no. Yeah, you still have yours.
Okay, I'll put them next to each other.
Okay, now this is like an I Spy Spot the Difference. It's kind of fun. What do we see?
Well, the difference here is that the base of the soul coin is gold, and the stars on my scrunchie are silver.
Both of you make me perception checks.
Interesting.
10.
19?
Both of your soul coins have not nearly as aggressively as Buddy's, but both of your soul coins have little teeny tiny paw outlines in them as well. But Lyndon, yours is like just kind of like the faintest thing, right? Because you still have, like, Fierna has told you, you still have some of your soul. Like, if yours were to be broken, there will be pieces that are gold and pieces that are not. And then Azar, with a 19, your soul coin... There's, like, a shadow, but you can't place what it really is, like, making out to be at this time.
A shadow, like there's something embossed, or a shadow like there's hell circling?
There's, like, something inside it, or by it, or something trying to make a shape onto it that isn't working.
Interesting. I'm stressed about that. Okay. Lyndon, I think that... You know how we talked to Campbell today?
Mm-hmm.
And told her that her self-worth wasn't in items and couldn't be gifted to her by anyone else and, you know, all of that stuff? Did you find that to be true?
I mean, yeah, I think your self-worth is in what you do with the gifts you were born with.
Born with?
And, for instance, I was born with incredible muscular infrastructure and also with like
infrastructure,
incredible hair and like
incredible hair.
know.
You know what
Just
you
like
weren't born with?
What?
This book.
Correct. You know,
Lyndon,
it was
in the
born
book, you see
of this book.
you see a
bestie.
message pop up. Honey, you can't just be writing to me for no reason. I'll see you soon enough. You want to meet me outside the wards?
Outside the what?
The wards.
Oh, I heard warts.
Out of the wards.
Like frog warts. I'm not gonna answer just yet. I'm not gonna answer. I don't have an answer for her right now. I'm deciding. I'm gonna silently show everyone in the room
Cool.
that message that was put in the book. Like a kindergarten teacher reading a picture book.
You love to see it.
Showing it to everyone.
I think that you should do what we mentioned before.
What did we mention before?
Write in the book.
Yeah.
In pen, not in blood.
Uh-huh.
That we made her end of the bargain. That we made her interest happen, and we would appreciate her making ours happen as well. Claire's shaking her head.
Sorry, that was a involuntary reaction. Lyndon, what do you write in the book?
I'm still staring at it, and
I have no poker face. Period. End of sentence.
Okay, it said, "Want to meet outside the wards? You're not just writing me for nothing." I want to write back, "Got home safe," and then a cutie little happy face. And then I want to write, "Bestie's a big brother." And then I want to write, this is more words than I've written in a long while. So my hand is cramping up. So I'm shaking it a little. You know, we're slowing down.
She writes, "I'm glad to see you're making friends."
So many friends. Speaking of friends, you should be able to come here now, and therefore we would appreciate it if you could do a little favor for one of our friends.
Anybody ever tell you you're a bad negotiator?
No.
You must have kind people in your life, honey.
Yes.
What is it you want?
We would love if you could just clear up whatever issues you have with Campbell.
Oh, she's unreliable. We're already done.
Okay, but if you could just, like, fully release her. I don't know if you have any sort of hold over her still, but...
Sure, you want me to take away what I've given her? I'll take away all the power she has from me. Gladly.
Well, wait.
You've given me such a favor. That's a favor I'll do for you, Lyndon. Free of charge.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
She's frantically
Give me a minute.
scribbling. Wait.
Okay, wait.
I'm telling you, this
Reconvening,
conversation would be
guys.
easier if you wanted to meet outside the wards, but...
Can someone else write in the book?
I'm not fucking touching that fucking book, Lyndon. What the fuck?
I don't know what we're asking for.
I've told you what we're asking for. You just don't want to write it.
Okay, I, like, can't write it, because this book has only given me good.
Only given you good?
Honey.
Getting canceled on social media was good?
Like, for the character, probably. Like, it builds character. Like, you
Mass
know, like...
unfollows because you posted something earnest was good?
Lyndon, you almost died when you made the book upset.
Lyndon,
Murdering
you see...
angels?
Honey, you need to stop wasting my time. I'll see you soon.
I am having a spiritual crisis in the middle of the first aid cabin.
The book no longer responds to you if you answer it, if you write in it today.
What the fuck?
We are going to smash cut several months forward.
Oh my god. Whoa.
To the end of the summer. It is the last Sunday of camp. Aoife, Quag reached out to you one morning. In the meantime, it took a little while to get some coffee. He tells you he tells you a secret. He doesn't know what is going on, but he believes his family is cursed. And that's why he can't sleep. He hasn't been able to figure it out and figures he never will. But he shares that secret with you in confidence. And that is sort of in the meantime, you figure that out. As we see Taletraeder camp for Wayward Adventurers on this Sunday morning as Alistair yeets himself off the bookshelf, a couple of things happen. There is a minivan with the trunk open, getting packed up with adventuring gear. Nicolora still has not regained her sight, but she moves around with greater ease, and between basically knowing where she is going most of the time anyway, and utilizing different, materials at her disposal, using a cane now, a variety of other things, and then also she has acquired a familiar that Quag helps her make. Quag helped her figure out how to make a familiar that is able to help her get around until they're going to be able to find her sight again. The counselors, so Nicolora is packing up the minivan with Penio, Campbell, and they're going to go on an adventure to find a way to get Nicolora's sight back. You see Zayla and Finn are standing back on the other side. You see, as we're sort of looking over the parking lot, you see Zayla and Finn standing near one another, and he reaches out and lazily puts an arm over her shoulder, and she looks at him and goes, "Stop it." And he goes, "What? It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna make everything, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna, set stuff up. We've got it." And she goes, "Oh my god." As you see Finn wearing a rainbow bandana on his head, with a green bandana shoved in his back pocket. Mavris and Quag are standing, chatting with Lyra, who is talking a mile a minute about divinatory practices that she's developed to be scrying on Fierna anytime she's on the material plane. And you just hear Lyra going, "No, I know it's fine, but if I could just have a little bit more of your blood, it would be really helpful though." And Mavris is like, "Lyra, you have to stop asking me for so much blood. You gotta it's you're just taking a lot." And they have a little flirtatious exchange where she turns bright red, and flying down.
My notes.
Amazing.
Flying down next to the three of you as you stand, a very large bird lands next to the three of you.
A bird?
Very large.
Can I do a nature check? What kind of bird is this?
It's absolutely Finala. I guarantee.
Oh.
I'm gonna do the nature check anyway
right.
because I'm curious. Okay, I got a 21. So
yeah, this bird has a rainbow bandana tied around its foot.
Lyndon, did you just get a 0 on your nature check?
Yeah, I did.
I love it.
That's right.
Oh my god, Finala.
You see before you, coming out of wild shape, an incredibly tall, broad. I've described her as, I think actually Corson originated this description. If Mrs. Frizzle were a butch lesbian, that is Finala Falamo standing before you in her full Fearbulk form. Yellow cabin bee.
What's up? Been a minute.
I'm sweating.
You got up to a lot this summer.
Darn tootin'.
I have to do some announcements before we let all the campers go, given that things have moved and everything else, but stop by me after the assembly. I have something for you.
Cool.
You see
Cool.
before anybody gets a chance to say much else, wild shapes into a different type of bird and flies off towards the amphitheater. Is there anything you want to do?
Penio's leaving.
Penio and Nicolora and Campbell are packing the van.
Okay, I'm gonna go run over to Penio and give them a big old hug.
They wrap their huge arms around you and lift you off the ground.
I will have like come up with some recipes, like some good like vegetarian recipes that you can make on a camper stove, and like handwritten them into like a little booklet and be like, here. I hope this will help you guys.
Thanks, Eva. This is great. They also give you a huge hug.
I just have to say, I know we maybe didn't talk as much this summer, or like maybe we let you believe that we didn't have a lot of confidence in you or anything like that. But you do a really good job.
I know I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you guys are my favorite.
Oh my god.
You see Penio reaches out and just pulls Lyndon into a real big, like, side bro athletic hug.
Fuck yeah.
Lyndon,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long this is gonna take. So if you guys find a way before we find a way, I promise I'll answer. Okay?
Alrighty, should we get on some kind of like international like family plan? Like how many people can you add to one of those? Just so like, you know, like
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask that to.
Yeah.
But hey,
I realized that
I
1
wanted to show
second
you guys
in.
this. Hey, shh.
Did they get an iPhone so we can iMessage?
No, you see,
I'm sick of the green text.
they wait until Nicolora is turned having a conversation, and they go, and they show you guys a little ring.
I spit out my gum. I fully spit take.
I just cast darkness on all of us. Like in a poof. So that Nicolora can't accidentally, I mean, I guess she wouldn't see it.
That's so funny.
So that our reactions are harder to perceive. It's instinctive.
I hope we can settle things with Arathis, but if we can't, I don't care. I'll die 20 more times before I let anything happen to her, so.
Oh my god.
All right, you guys. We
sweating.
gotta listen to.
Yeah.
It's
Assembly time.
All right, I'll let you know. I'll do some research on some family plans.
thanks. Yeah, you see, they start to head. They shut the van and head towards the amphitheater. Is there anybody else at Taletraeder you guys want to see before you head to the amphitheater, or as you arrive at the amphitheater?
Yes, I want to see how Phoebe's been. I'm sure we've like talked,
Yeah.
and like that just hasn't been like. I'm sure
You
that we
and
haven't
Phoebe
not
have
talked
had,
at all, but like
I assume what has been like a delightfully, like, she's been delightfully casual about it, and Aoife's been delightfully, like, lightly worried about it.
yes, I am sure that that's
You've had
true. Like
many
hang out a
a
couple
dates-
times a week, being like,
Yeah, where she, like, she'll come by unannounced to, like, pick you up and take you out on dates, which are mostly,
Ugh.
like, going to the pier at night and watching the stars.
love
And
it.
then, like, she calls it marrow hunting.
that's awesome.
So you'll get in rowboats and go marrow hunting together. But yeah, Phoebe,
and also like launching rocks into the lake.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Phoebe bounds by and she's like, everybody's acting like they're leaving forever. I don't know why everybody has to be such a mess. We're all gonna be back in less than a year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, yeah.
And I was wondering
yeah.
if maybe, like, do you want to, like, keep in touch? Or maybe I could even come visit you.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. What are you getting up to?
I mean, I guess I'm going back to school, you know, probably traveling with my brothers, but I bet we could, you know, all of us could get away from the parents if you wanted to meet my brothers. I think that you would love them, actually.
I know this won't come as a surprise to you, but I get on real well with brothers, so so yeah, I think that'd be great. Let's do it. I'm going to university myself, but yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm gonna try to be a scholar, but only for a minute. I don't think it'll last, but we'll see.
I will help you with flashcards. I will help you get on the sports team if that's what you want.
Yeah, you might need to help me with the whole tutoring thing. I don't know that I'd be that good of a study buddy, but
yeah,
I can think of some ways.
I don't know if I get that.
I think,
or if I do, I just turn
of
bright
Phoebe's
red.
jokes like that go over your head, and then the 20% that hit, yeah, you're just bright red. But yeah, you guys laugh, and you sit next to each other at the thing. She like gives you a little kiss. It's like very cute.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just goodbye for right now.
Goodbye for now. You got my crystal number, and if it doesn't take, I heard Lyndon yelling real loud in the parking lot about international plans. So I guess we're just all gonna end up on something, but we'll see what happens. I assume her family's gonna pay for it because God knows I'm not. So
yeah, I honestly think they wouldn't notice that.
I don't know.
Out
they
of their
seem
bank
to just
account.
be
It would
hemorrhaging money.
It's wild. It really is.
I need to slip my clothes in there, get them tailored up too. It's like, holy cow.
Renee the tailor.
My spiritual echo. Gotta hype my man.
Oh my god.
Speaking of spiritual echoes, Lyndon, make me a perception check.
Okay. 10.
Amazing. You do not hear until... What is Lyndon doing as she's headed towards the amphitheater?
I'm just like... I'm doing stunts. I'm like feeling jazzed up.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Fuck, 9.
Do it with advantage.
Okay.
Flip.
Fuck, 11. I rolled a 4 and a 6.
As you go to flip, you immediately realize it's going to be a rough flip, and you feel a hand on the small of your back spot you and help you make it over. It's not pretty.
Whose hand was it?
Mark decided we should crash the farewell, so...
I was just gonna ask about them.
Oh my god, thanks for catching me. I got a little overzealous thinking about family plans.
He really insisted on... Lyndon! Happy farewell! It's me! I just came to wish you farewell. It's Drew Adenar Arendriel with his long elven hair.
I hate this.
Calrex told me that Art's girlfriend is a fiend. And I just figured you and I love the gossip so much that I just felt like we needed to have a moment.
Okay,
you're looking
here's
a little
the thing.
Tired.
I want to kick him in the shin.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Can Cal help?
Yeah. Azar, honestly, you're probably here for this as this happens. You're like cheering her on as she goes to do her flip. Cal sneaks up, flips her over, and then they're having this conversation as Drew comes up, and then you just hear Mark like, it was gonna be a surprise. It's never a surprise. It's only a surprise for Cal. Yeah, you absolutely kick. What's your strength modifier?
+4.
Yeah, you kick Drew in the shin for 4 damage. Ow!
My thing says 5 damage for some reason.
Oh yeah, because it's +1. Yeah.
1.
So you kick him in the shin for 5 damage. Drew's,
Not to nitpick,
Lyndon,
but...
you've been doing this since we were children, and it only gets worse.
Yeah, you know what?
Please.
Bruises are your body trying to hold
Heal
you together
itself
when
from
you
your
deserve
terrible
some
bruise.
shit.
I just came to have a good time, and I'm feeling attacked.
Oh my god.
I think a hot tip for me
We had to
is
come
that
much further in a brand new, even faster golf cart because now it takes even longer to get here.
oh boo.
There's a
fucking
forest.
who.
I had to cast spells to get here. I had to
Oh
fight
my
beasts.
god.
Did you
Oh
know
my
you're
god,
surrounded
poor-
by monsters now?
Oh, good. Okay, that's what I asked for. Yeah, poor little sorcerer you casting magic. I don't really care. Here's the thing. I would like to say that I do not want you to ever speak derogatorily, badly about Art's girlfriend ever again because you don't know the shit that Eleanor is dealing with, okay? You just don't know.
Make me an intimidate check.
It might seem like you're touching a nerve, but you're not.
Linda, I just always thought we saw eye to eye, and I'm
21.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just... I don't
I just
like
want
to
you to,
see
like-
Art so upset, and even though I act like it's fine, she seemed very distressed.
Okay, if Art's really upset, that's actually quite good to know, and I will file that information
Well,
away.
for what it's worth, it did seem like she got over it, but I just
That's
figured she
good, but
was upset, so.
I'm gonna
Cal
you know what?
literally turns to you, Lyndon, and is like, don't they... It's not... He doesn't know how to read people.
We're taking Art out for drinks sometime this week. I've decided it, and so it is. And Drew, you can watch our stuff. I have some interns that need wrangling that can't go into the bar.
As you say that, you see Bestu turn from invisible, standing directly behind Drew, tying his hair in little knots.
Oh my god.
Give
she
Best
knows
to a
what's up.
raise.
Yeah, you're both getting raises. You're both getting raises. Keep
Oh,
going.
no.
I just
Oh,
wink at
no.
her. I'm like,
Oh no.
Yeah. No, I'm
Give Best
encouraging.
to
I'm
the finger
encouraging.
guns.
Yeah, you see, honestly, Phoebe probably turns around because they're sat down in front of you guys, and Phoebe turns around and is like, there's about to be an assembly. Can you just shut it? Who even are you? He doesn't even go here.
Good
Go
point.
off.
Good point, Phoebe. Very good point.
Sit your pretty boy ass down and listen to Fenella. She's gonna talk, and you're being rude to these nice ladies who have done nothing but protect this camp.
Okay, I have
Yeah,
to
and kick you in the shins and teach you what
Drew's
pain
like,
feels like, so you
okay.
don't have to
I
experience
just
it
thought I was
organically.
sticking up for a friend, but it's fine. Yeah, so you see Drew like kind of slink back 3 rows behind you guys and sit down. Cal sits down. Azar,
I'm gonna give real quick.
Please.
I'm gonna give Aoife and the imp turns and Phoebe the context that Drew is the loser of the battle of the bands. I just want to make that very clear that Drew's band
Wasn't he in a band
lost.
called Feya?
yes, he was.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell everyone that part too. I'm gonna say we trounced their asses. I just gotta say, Cal's band at least put up a fight.
My band is. Yeah, we put up a fight. We also we have like an album.
We're for a different audience.
Yes, absolutely.
We appeal to different sensibilities, and you
Correct.
know what? That's what makes this relationship work. There's not.
Yep, that's the only
competition.
thing that makes it work.
That's one of the things. That's one
you
of the
feel,
things.
You feel Cal's hand like kind of lovingly touch the spot where he stabbed you to stop you from attacking
yeah.
your friends. Yeah.
Anyway, that's just the context.
Amazing. Phoebe's like, yeah, that sounds wild. We're gonna need to do a battle of the bands next summer too, then, huh, gang?
We'll trounce it again.
White claw.
Lyndon got the
Aoife,
tattoo to
you're in.
commemorate it. Aoife, I think you could be a really good drummer. What do you think?
Ooh, I'm very not dexterous, but I am quite strong. So
You know,
if it was like,
if
what
it's
about
a
like
floor
a
on the
big-
floor, If
Yeah,
it's like
what
a
about,
4
like,
on
a
the floor
big
moment, yeah.
drum or like a gong even.
You got
Maybe
it.
not a gong. That might be pretty aggressive. But yeah, like some big drums and like maybe like the bongos because those require a lot of strength so your hands don't get so tired.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
We can keep talking about this.
I know this great DJ who uses unconventional percussion. I'll show you her stuff.
I've got a wood block. Mark sidles up next to Azar.
That is true. He does have a wood block. He's pretty good at it too.
Don't tell anybody we crashed. I just like the end of year announcements.
I still don't understand why you went to East Camp instead of our camp.
It's a whole thing,
But-
and honestly,
You know, there's always
I decided
next year.
I'm not even gonna pray anymore. I decided I'm just gonna figure out. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do. If Lyndon can do that, I can do that.
I
I
support
didn't
you
think
in
she really liked
whatever
me,
you-
but then it seemed like we really connected in hell.
That I hear happens sometimes. Yeah. That you connect in hell.
That's what they say.
Mark
tell me.
like starts delivering a monologue about how impressed he is with you.
Okay, shh. She's about to start talking. We'll talk after.
Finala gets on stage. Or Finala flies on stage and then turns into Finala. Taletraeder camp for wayward adventurers. It is the first time that I can come to you from this land. Same land, but new land. We've reinstated or continued to instate the wards that were developed. And we are sadly losing several of our esteemed counselors. Penio, Nicolora, and Campbell have elected to not join us next year. That being said, I am proud to announce that we have several counselors in training who are ready to make that next step should they elect to return next summer. And should they not, fear not. There's a lot more left for Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers, and we can always get more counselors, but in the meantime, I would like to present each of those counselors with their counselor gift, should they be so inclined to take up the mantle. Everybody give them a hand. You see everybody's like cheering and stuff, getting ready. First, I have it on good authority that he will be back with us at some point. And it takes, let's be honest, it takes at least 4 to replace these 3 as she gestures at Campbell and Penny and Nick. We'll be giving Buddy an amulet when he returns. Don't worry, it can double as a collar if he really needs it. But, more importantly, for those who are here, Buddy will be presented with an amulet of Devout, but Lyndon Kennedy.
What?
Yes, those Kennedys. Come on up here.
Alright, I jog up.
Finala, like, reaches out to, like, predator handshake you. She raises a hand and, like, summons a huge flail. Lyndon, and the rest of you, if you haven't seen him already, don't look yet. Lyndon, check your inventory. You have a flail of Finala in your inventory.
Oh my god!
She
cool.
leans down to you and says, Lyndon, this is a tuning fork to get back here. Anytime you can get plane shift cast, you can tune it right up, come back here. I can't let you cast it, but I can get you something a little better than what you stole from me in the first place. She winks. She gives you an orange bandana, because you are a counselor now.
Fuck!
Yay!
Ooh! I go for a full-on, like...
She gives you a big hug. Everybody's, like, going crazy.
Oh my god.
Aoife,
I'm losing it. I'm crying on stage,
plane
but I run
shifter.
off real quick.
Yes. I'll do it. Please.
All right, well, come on.
I like run.
You see, rolling out. You see Finn is like jogging, rolling out an armor.
Oh, cool.
Aoife, in your inventory is the armor of etherealness. Fenella looks at you and says, Aoife, there's not a lot I can do to help you walk through the plains, but if that's what you want to do, I can do my part. The armor of etherealness allows you to walk through the ethereal plane for 10 minutes a day.
What? Just like
that. You can cast etherealness for 10 minutes. So what
so
you might
cool.
use that for mechanically, you could use it instead of trying to make a stealth check. You could go into the ethereal plane. Because you'll
God,
still
right?
have like disadvantage on the
still
stealth
have
check with that armor.
Stealth.
But also,
God.
Aoife Plane Shifter, Fenella looks at you and says, "You're meant to do it."
Oh, this is such an honor. Thank you.
She gives you an orange bandana.
So happy. Wow.
Azar, Aldark. You see Fenella reaches into her bag and pulls out a very old-looking book. The front of the book says, "The Tome of Leadership and Influence." She looks at you and she says, Azar, don't lose this. You can read it up once. Please don't lose it. And please figure out a way to get your friend off that book.
Oof.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I figure it couldn't hurt to have a replacement.
Will this one steal my soul?
Didn't steal mine.
Fuck yeah, this is
That's
the coolest
so
thing.
cool.
Holy shit.
The Tome of Leadership and Influence is a book in which if you spend 48 hours of study time reading it, I think it's 48 hours, your charisma boosts by 2 up to 22.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
She gives you an orange bandana.
I immediately tie it on and do a flip off the stage.
God, make me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I was about to say.
20.
Baby. I have a
20.
plus 10 to this roll.
30.
14.
It's you know,
the enthusiasm
actually,
is there.
Azar, go ahead and add. Go ahead and add.
Can I use my
1d8,
inspiration?
please.
1d8. Okay, 6. 6. 2. 16.
You hear Campbell go, "Huh," as you flip and you get bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Sick.
My God, wait, you just got advantage in the chat.
Wait, can I roll again?
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys in your
Okay, so
chat?
I'm still adding
Okay.
2. I'm still adding 12.
Oh my God.
And that's a 16, so that'll be a
Way better.
28.
Yeah, you just like Matrix walk up the side of the stage and flip over.
Holy fuck.
Thank you.
I'm crying
people
again
cheer.
in the audience.
Fenella continues some loose announcements about camp and whatnot. As you all return to your seats, Lyndon, you hear Bestie walking up behind you. As the announcements wrap up and people begin to say goodbye to one another and the amphitheater begins to empty, Bestie dumps out the holy little knapsack you've given him full of mail.
Oh, my mail! Thanks!
It is filled to the brim with fan notes and less than fan notes for all of you because Azar put your P.O. box on TikTok.
Yes, she did!
On Verbsom, not TikTok. Why would I ever say that? But you see tons and tons.
You gotta engage with the haters.
Of postcards from all over the world and notes from people and little like kitschy things from the dances that you've done and things like that. Additionally, you see 3 ornate looking letters that are addressed to each of you. Each one looks different. One looks like very dark and kind of has like a lacy envelope wrap to it. Another, Lyndon, you know very clearly looks like an envelope from your father. And then another that looks like a big, thick envelope, like a big, thick, legal-sized envelope for each of you.
All right, I'm gonna hand them out to everyone.
Great. Which one do you all open first?
Doug's.
You see a little note from Douglas to each of you that says, I appreciate all of the hard work you've all been putting in over these last few years with one another. I've elected to find you roles for the future at the wizarding school in the next town. Please do let me know if you would like to attend. There are roles for each of you regardless of spellcaster status. Lyndon, on yours, it says, Lyndon, I am so pleased to hear you've been casting spells.
I take a page out of Lyndon's book and I write under his signature, yes, fold it back up, put it in the envelope, and give it back to Bestie.
Oh my god, Azar is just like a yes girly.
I'm a yes girly.
Can you text him and tell him I've got some questions?
I know.
You just have to say yes.
I too have some questions.
No, you just have to say yes.
You don't have to know the answers to these things now. Also,
you just have to say yes. No, you absolutely do.
What is this
man?
Yes. Aoife, what the fuck is he planning on doing
I'm
with us?
I'm honestly afraid that he's gonna be like, okay, we need you to like carry heavy stacks of books.
Right?
You have to carry the
There's a
wizard's
role for
books.
everyone, and it's being an intern. It's getting coffee.
What do you open next as you mull over Douglas's proposal?
The lacy one.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds cool.
You have been cordially invited to the 19th birthday party and planar ritual of Kaurak Solutar Elimruel Galorin, July 25th of next calendar year. This is the formal invitation following the save the date. Please RSVP no later than October the 1st for this gathering. On behalf of young Master Galorin, please accept this invitation and scroll of teleportation, as well as the sigil for our permanent estate teleportation circle.
I scrawl yes onto the letter.
I do the same thing that Azar does.
Wait, do you guys think we can get a +1?
Oh, yeah.
Bringing?
I was gonna ask Phoebe. It sounds kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, cool. Hell yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna bring Mark. I figured he was invited. If he's not invited, that's kind of rude.
I love how you're just presumptive. I'm just gonna text a picture to Phoebe and be like, I don't know what it is, but you want to come?
She immediately is like, yeah, I'll see you there, fancy party.
Cool.
Oh my
I think
God.
we're gonna have
If
to
you
meet
just
up in
write
person.
yes +1 on the letter and then just send that back, that might work.
I love it.
I'm
Yes.
sure they'll be fine with it. Trust me, they talk about my family's money, but we have a match in these Galorans.
Amazing.
They can afford a +1. They can afford like a +7,000.
True.
But we don't want to be gauche. But a +1, classy. That is a classy move.
I guess maybe before I send mine back, I should ask Mark if he got an invite. Mark, did you get an invite?
You see Mark was like chatting with Cal and like some of the others kind of
just
breaking
waves
off
the
as the
lacy.
green cabin people have been like saying hi to him, and he turns and he's
These are
like,
their roommates.
yes.
Okay. And then I fold it up and give it back to Bestie. The courier.
You have one
Bestie
envelope
loves
remaining.
his job.
Let's do it.
Open it.
Each of you has a thick admissions packet, and you have been admitted to Strixhaven University.
Wait, what is that?
What?
Strixhaven
School.
Strixhaven is the premier university for adventurers and mages.
Oh my god.
Like adventurers and mages? Like it's not like magic school?
It's like magic school, but also it's not like your dad's magic school.
Okay,
It's not
that's
your
what I was
father's
getting at.
magic school.
Okay, I did already send back my yes to the
Bestie
other one,
goes,
but I am
"I-"
gonna say yes to this.
Azar's like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, good point, Bestie. Don't put a stamp on that one yet.
Bestie!
Dusty's too efficient.
Bestie, you're so chaotic. Wait, so where is Strixhaven?
It's a bit away, but it's not super far. Claire needs to flesh out the map work.
Is it in this country
It's in this
material
country.
plane?
It's on the material
Okay.
plane. It is
Okay,
in this
okay,
country.
cool. Great,
Yes.
I'm doing it. I'm going. I love it.
You guys have been accepted.
Is that for
into
this fall?
Strixhaven.
Next year.
Next year.
Hell yeah.
You got early admission.
Oh, so we still have one more year left. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can
How
can
did-
pop around and do whatever you want to do this year. But you have early admission to Strixhaven University.
I have a lot of questions about how I received
What's
that.
the first question on Lyndon's mind?
I have skirted high school for a full year. I just didn't show
Isn't
up, but
that
I also
the most
didn't tell them.
adventurous thing to do, though?
I just ran off with my older sister instead of going to school.
Sounds adventurous to me.
Is there
Like, who wrote my letter of recommendation? Sure as hell wasn't me.
all valid questions?
What?
You're not wrong to be asking these questions.
Oh no, I guess I just took it for granted. Crap.
I mean, it's an amazing school. It's an incredible opportunity. Aoife, you are not wrong.
Can I do like a
I
can
don't
do like
question a damn thing.
an insight check or a perception check on the seal on the
It's-
letter?
Yeah, I mean, whatever
Does it
you
look
roll, I'll
real?
tell you right now, it's real. All of the cross-checking that you do, you can log into the student portal to check out how to accept your acceptance. Like, all of these things it is real. You are really admitted. Early deadline admission.
I gotta show that to Forrest. I'm showing Forrest.
Forrest,
this
like,
letter.
weeps tears of joys for you. This is, like, his dream. He's so excited.
Were you my letter of recommender?
No, I cannot imagine that a letter from a 16-year-old boy would be a good way into college.
Wait, do we think it was Campbell because she felt really bad about what she did? That's my theory. That's my string theory. I know that's not what string theory is, but you know how we have the strings?
The
with
conspiracy
theories?
board.
Conspiracy board.
Yes,
Uh,
that's my
as
string
the
theory.
people-
and Aoife
I
doesn't know
will
what string
be
theory is,
making.
so.
As the
in the
people
off-season.
dissipate from the amphitheater, you all head back to Yellow Cabin B to pack up. It's a mess.
Oh, I'm emo.
It's always a mess. Feels like no matter how many times Eva tries to clean, it's still a mess.
So it's like,
You see a half-done conspiracy board. You see a set of bunk beds that are empty. You see clothes everywhere, regardless of how many times you try to be ready for cabin check.
There's a system, I swear.
What is everyone thinking about as they leave Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers? And where are they looking towards the future? We will start with Azar.
I think I'm thinking about... I think the lack of resolution with I think I had hoped that it would tie up super nicely, right? Like that we would be like, oh, we did this nice thing for you, and like the just thing to do is respect that covenant and like let us go, right? Like with Fierna. So I think I think in the short term I'm kind of thinking about that and troubleshooting like how can I support my friends? Because I finished my senior year of high school last year, so this is my gap year. So I'm free for the vibin', frankly. And I am so excited to show up here next summer. I think I might like see, like, I don't want to be like a fourth wheel. Fourth wheel is a dumb way to put it, but like might see about tagging along with Campbell and Penio for a little bit. Like might see about like, oh, what are my folks doing this year? Are they touring? Are they like, could I be like
nothing would
the
make
stage
your
manager?
dad happier than having you around for some of those tours. And I think as the paths cross with the adventuring with Penio and Nick, like, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think I'm like trying to play with my parent. Like I think if I play, it would be like it's chill around a campfire, right? But like, or like at a coffee house. But I would definitely like SM for them.
Amazing.
And then I'm going to show up here next June and be fucking ready to counsel.
Aoife.
I feel honestly like I kind of might want to like be closer to Phoebe geographically, but like I don't know what she wants. I guess maybe we would have a conversation.
You ask
and
Phoebe
see,
what
like,
she wants, Phoebe will tell you she wants to take you on an adventure. Phoebe, remember,
Really?
Phoebe's social media is all over the place. Phoebe during the year is all over the globe taking
But
pictures.
is she? I thought she
stuff.
was like going to college or
She
something.
said that, but like
That didn't really happen.
I mean,
okay.
she said that, but
Okay.
I mean, you can go on adventures on the weekends. You can be doing flashcards and then going on hikes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like if she's in college, I honestly might want to see if there's like, I don't know.
Phoebe
like,
tells you
I want to be there.
she's going to Strixhaven.
There. Oh my god! Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Phoebe is
Wow.
sought after because she is a presence.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I'm gonna like pitch it to some of my brothers as like I want to go start spending a lot of time at Strixhaven and like take some like not continuing ed. What do you call that? Dual enrollment courses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to like get a sense of how I feel about
dual enrollment in
university.
something.
I know. But I will definitely tell Maravoy the truth and be like, yes, like
He like
I
very
have fallen for this
sweetly
person.
like smiles and nods, and then like the last thing he tells you before you go is like, be very careful.
Don't worry. I'll text you every week. Or is that too much? Every month? I'll call you if I get in trouble.
Way.
What?
When you start, at least. Text me more.
Okay. Sorry.
He
Okay.
hugs you as you leave, and he's like, I know we don't do this, but just be safe. Amazing.
I love how my mind was like, wait, but I can't get
Rats.
pregnant. when you said the other way, I was like, what?
Nope.
I too was like,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Because once
That
a
meant,
week is a
like-
lot for me.
No, he's like, Maravoy
I got
is,
it now.
he's like worried about you know? Lyndon.
I'm a bit of a lone wolf, and Lyndon is too, a little bit. So here's Lyndon's plans. First of all, she just learned she can get into college after having skipped an entire year of school. So she's not going back to fucking school again. She doesn't even know if she's done. Honestly, graduation, whatever. Like she gives a shit. There's much larger stakes at hand here. So, on my agenda, I am taking a page out of Phoebe's little book, and I'm trying to see the world. Now that I know, I don't have to go to this fake school where all they tried to tell me was that I didn't know how to write the alphabet and that I should have learned that in like first grade probably. I'm peacing out of there and I'm going to all the places that I've ever wanted to go.
Oh my god.
And I am I'm finding out who's free for what little, pocket of time. It is a big old, fun old group effort. There are like trips that, I'll invite, like, if you're free, like Phoebe and Aoife can come on some trips. Azar can come on some trips. Mark, if he's free. Azar's family. Mark's family. Cal, obvious, default invited to all of them, but he probably has better shit to do.
Cal spends a lot of time training. He's gearing up for that planar ritual. And so I think if you're going on trips that are adventuring, he will go with you. But he is like, in his spare time, he's reading about different planes and his, he's doing a lot of getting ready for that and trying to hide the fact that he's scared, but you know him so well now that I think he's a little nervous. But
I'll leave him alone for any of the reading-based preparation activities, but I'm definitely there for any of the other preparation activities. So I'm traveling, I'm getting some pictures, I'm taking in, I'm just like a sponge. I'm absorbing the world, and obviously I'm posting about it. But I'm also just like truly trying to absorb the world. And I will also be back at camp. Because you know what? A girlie's waiting until the last possible day to make a decision about this university that I did not apply to and that frankly I did not know
where is
existed.
Lyndon's favorite place to hang out by herself? Like, where would we find her by herself one day?
I would say there is like, so where my house is, because I've had a house headcanon since like my early character form. It's like one of those houses where all the plots land, or it's like a neighborhood, but all the plots land are really big. So you're not like right next to your neighbor. And there's like a creek that goes like behind the houses. And I think there is like some area of like said like creek river system where there's like a little like ramshackle, I mean like as ramshackle as you can get in the neighborhood that the Kennedys live in, a little dock, and I think she likes to sit at the end of that dock, and it's like there's a little bit of a clearing because like the trees aren't as dense.
As you're
when
sitting
there's
there one day,
water in the middle,
you hear a voice behind you as you feel someone sit down next to you. You turn and you see one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life sitting next to you. No one else is around. She looks at you. She says, "Hi, honey. You did a great job. You excited about school?"
I don't know if that's in the cards yet, frankly.
Oh, I just figured you'd want to be with your friends.
I mean, obviously, but before that, we have this whole summer. I don't know when this deadline is, to be honest. Like, I don't know when I'm supposed to tell them if I'm going or not.
Can I tell you a secret?
And it's more... Sorry, what?
Can I tell you a secret?
Okay.
For you, you can make the decision when you'd like. Just consider it a favor. Or should I say, one of the favors you owe me would be to go with your friends, get powerful, get better, get bestie.
Bestie's like swimming. I'm
Yeah,
teaching
bestie's
Bestie
like
how to
floating
swim.
backwards in the creek.
Yeah.
And Best 2's like on the side
oh my
in your
God.
hoodie now.
Yeah, she's still too afraid to go in the water, even though I'm really trying to make that happen.
Not for me, for you. You want to be the best you can be.
Okay, I do.
And you know what makes good content? Great parties. And you know where there are great parties?
Wizard college?
College campuses.
Wizard college.
Not Wizard College. It's not the Wizard College, it's the other cooler college.
Sorry.
For better wizards. Well, honestly, probably for worse
Picturing
wizards.
an entire campus of like
of just
forests.
forests. Look.
Having a
Oh
party.
my God.
Oh,
Work hard, play hard.
Let
you know?
me shoot. Can I shoot straight with you for a second?
I thought you always have.
Well, I'm asking this time. I'm being kind.
I appreciate that.
I learned that from Best too. You can thank her. So I don't know if you are aware of how much I hated the school I had to attend before. So I'm just wondering if there are classes that will perhaps grade me on a scale that involves things that I'm more inclined to do, and that like my father doesn't have to like. I don't have proof of this, but like I assume he bribed them because
Well, you won't
there's
need
no
money
way
to
I
bribe
got
them.
C's.
You won't need money.
Well, I'm not worried about the money. I'm worried about the principle of it all.
You want to go somewhere where you'll pass, but only if you'll pass, honestly.
Exactly. I don't want to
mean-
be made to take classes in like equations.
I don't know what classes you'll elect to take, but I assume you'll make an attempt at bettering yourself.
Yeah, but are there ones that are not per se intelligence based? Is this a school just for ints?
No.
Like high
Lincoln.
school is?
You think I would send you somewhere you couldn't thrive?
I don't know.
My whole goal for you, Lyndon, is to be the best you can be. Are
That's
you
very
not?
inspiring
You
to
look
hear.
at, Lyndon, it's been a couple months. You look at your social media following, it's exponentially grown.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about that. I am.
So consider it.
I'll consider it, but it's good to know about the deadline.
Of course. Wouldn't want
And
you to rush.
I did have a question, because this is the other part of what Lyndon is spending her year doing, is she is genuinely trying to find the best family plan out there. I just feel like I can't
I'll tell you what,
live
Lyndon.
up to my full potential if I'm limited by plane to when I can do certain things.
You keep working with me. I'll give you a SIM card, all access.
Can it be a family plan so all my friends can get on it? I'll pay.
I don't need your money.
We do have that in common.
I'll look into it.
Okay.
For now, you consider going to university.
Okay.
I'll consider giving you a SIM card. When you submit your admission, you'll have some mail.
Okay.
Okay. In the meantime, eventually, give Best 2 a shot in the water. I'm sure she'll thrive.
I keep trying to put her in there and she keeps clinging onto my back.
Alas. Well, Lindy, it's always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Should we take a quick pic?
Yeah.
You see,
I'm gonna
she
try to
leans
look
in.
way hotter than her.
Make me a charisma check.
Okay. 13.
Cool. She rolled very low and got a dirty 20.
Holy fuck. Oh god. I also rolled pretty low. I rolled an 8. I could have beaten that had I rolled a 16 or higher.
Yeah, you pose and take a couple pictures with Fiona. You see she looks slightly different in every pose. Like physically different. And we'll fade there on Lyndon. But in the meantime, all of those things are in the future. You pack up the last of your belongings in Yellow Cabin B. You look out on the expanse. You got a little time before you have anywhere to be. You got a day ahead of you. You don't have Buddy around to light the campfire. But you see Forrest walk up and do it himself.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ziggy, Jazz, and Key sit around talking excitedly about all the ways that they're going to keep in touch with each other over the year. And the three of you can sit at the campfire with your campers.
You guys all have my crystal number, right? You need anything?
You're on speed dial.
Okay.
We also have our besties text thread. Besties minus bestie and best
I was
two.
mostly
who are
talking to
not.
the campers. I figured you guys had.
Oh, gotcha.
To be clear.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
Oh.
I
Forrest goes,
understand.
"It seemed
My
like-
bad.
it seemed,
Mistake.
honestly, it seemed like the three of you were having a rather intimate moment, so we didn't want to interrupt. But yes, we have your number, Aoife, from the sports non-competitive sports league.
Okay, good. If you guys need anything, like, I'll be there.
Incredible. Yeah. Is there anything else?
Gosh.
I'm playing a little song. I'm playing a little song that I wrote. That's
Yes,
only like
you
20
are.
seconds
Person
long.
as Azar Aldark is going to be
Oh
playing.
my god, I'm
this
gonna be
song.
this guy.
You see, as Azar pulls out her guitar, you see Mark and Cal come to catch up. Phoebe hops over the back of a log and plops down next to Aoife. And somewhere in the back of the worship center, a thick envelope is slid under a door with a paw print on it.
Oh. Should I play us out?
Play us out.
Taletraeder, it's not goodbye, it's see you later. Some say we're wayward, but I say we're home.
This has been Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers. I've been your dungeon counselor. Thanks for watching. We did it.
Yay!
Is there anything that anybody in this stream would like to plug? What are you working on?
My EP dropped. Go stream it.
Horson's EP dropped.
Yeah.
Check out Home. It's so good. It's so good.
Corson was the cover of my release radar on Spotify. I said, I know that person.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so
It's so good.
this is my kind of last call. Check out the art for Taletraeder in the About section of this Twitch channel because, you know, it might go away for a little bit. It might be there for a little bit, but it might go away. So check it out. Corson made all the art at Vindictive Jukebox on the internet. So peep the art. Check that out. And then next week, Tuesday, and who knows, Tuesdays for the foreseeable, Joyce and I will be around for Date With Us, and then we'll do a rerun of Sporks next week Wednesday, Get Lit, and then the following Wednesday, new title announcement. Are you ready?
It's not Oops All Bards.
It's not Oops All Rogues.
Definitely
It
not
is,
Oops All Bards.
it is for Wednesday, August 18th at 7:30 for Oasis 11, Part 1, Frankie Had It Coming.
Ooh!
Okay.
It's another Joyce takeover DMing, y'all. So Joyce is going to be running that game. I'm going to be in it. Allie's going to be in it. And some new friends of the channel are also going to come by. So stay tuned for that. And don't worry, fret not. You will see more of this group of such beautiful, wonderful, talented individuals